YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another course on the channel. Today, I'm finally leaking my $1 million AI organic dropshipping course. In this video, you're gonna be learning exactly how to get started with AI organic dropshipping in 2026. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or even an advanced organic dropshipper, or even if you just want to use this for organic marketing, this is going to apply in all sectors of your business. And I'm going to be teaching you exactly how I've been able to essentially make over 7 figures with this business model in just 2 years, okay? But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, all right? Before this life, I was a complete degenerate. My life consisted of drinking alcohol, going out, and doing nothing with my life but just partying, to the point where I got really sick and I had to start from absolute zero, to the point where I literally had to start doing Uber Eats to make money. And you could see right here, I wasn't the happiest guy in the world. You could see I was super stressed out and I was completely broke out of my mind, okay? But in just 2 years, I've been able to completely transform my life, do a full 360. I got my dream high rise here in Miami, started multiple real brands, scaled them up to 7 figures, and making more in a single day than most 24-year-olds, to where now I'm making more money than I've ever made in my whole entire life, right? Making anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 in a single day is absolutely unfathomable, okay? And the best part about all this is that I documented my whole entire journey on this very YouTube channel, from my first ever video talking about my 3-month experience with organic dropshipping, to then finding my first ever pump and dump product, which was this blinking Deadpool mask that made me around $30,000. And then, showing you guys live behind the scenes of me starting one of my mini brands that made me $10,000 in a single day, to then taking you behind the scenes of me scaling it up to 7 figures, which is absolutely insane. And most people aren't really showing that. And the cool part about all this is that I'm not the only one winning with this business model. Also, all of my students inside of Full Stack Ecom have been as well. I feel like this channel almost turned into a case study channel because of all the wins that we've been getting, from students like Elias doing $90,000 in a single month, to even Jaden doing about $120,000 in a single month at 18 years old, and building a real sustainable brand that makes him money every single month without having to reset because he's doing pump and dump products, all right? And these are all case studies that you can go ahead and watch on this very YouTube channel. But like I mentioned, the main thing here is the course. And in this course, there's gonna be a total of 6 different modules. So module number 1 is gonna be about AI organic dropshipping and breaking down the business model from absolute zero for anyone to understand. So like I mentioned earlier in this video, it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced organic dropshipper. I'm gonna be breaking down everything in a very 3rd grade level, okay? It's gonna be super simple. Then module 2, we're gonna be learning about how to actually find winning products and building websites using AI. So this is gonna be a very important module, because I'm gonna be teaching you exactly how I personally find my products, what product research methods I'm currently using at this very moment, and also teaching you exactly how to build a website using AI in just about 10 minutes, which is insane. The day where you had to spend 3 to 4 hours on a website is gone, and I'm gonna be teaching you exactly how to do that in this module. Then module 3, we're gonna be going over the difference between AI videos and concepts that absolutely flop and make $0 versus the ones that actually scale past $100,000 a month. And I'm gonna be showing you guys a whole bunch of different examples in this video, going over videos, concepts, AI avatars, and what really makes that pivotal difference. And then module 4 right here, as you guys can see, we're gonna be going over the video creation workflow. In this module, I'm going to be going over the step-by-step process from prompting all the way to finished video and posting, and literally just taking you through my whole entire workflow from A all the way to Z, and leaving nothing out. So this is a very crucial module in this whole course that you need to watch. All right. Then we have module 5. We're going to be going over the mindset to succeed with AI organic dropshipping. I would say that this business model is 80% mindset, because at the end of the day, right, AI is just a tool that we use to amplify our knowledge in this business, okay? AI doesn't work if you don't know what organic marketing is about, if you don't know the basic fundamentals, but most importantly, if you don't have the mindset to allow yourself to make the money that you want to make, then you're going to be cooked, all right? And then module 6, the final one, is going to be 2 student case studies and product breakdowns on how they made money with AI organic dropshipping. We're going to be going over Elias, which I mentioned earlier. He hit a $93,000 month with me. We're going to be breaking down his exact strategy, his product, everything. And then we have Omar. He hit a $40-something thousand month with me last month again. And we're going to be breaking down exactly how he was actually able to sell health products with AI and capitalize on that. So crazy case studies at the end of this video. And like I mentioned earlier, all these modules are super important for you to watch. And so you got to think of every single module as a component in this very big machine, because if you're missing a component, then you're not going to make this work. Everything here works together. And so it's really crucial that you actually pay attention, put the phone down, lock in, and watch the whole entire course. So yeah, guys, this is going to be the whole entire A to Z course on how to start AI organic dropshipping. And I'm telling you, this could genuinely change your life, but you have to pay attention and most importantly, take action, because it doesn't make sense for you to watch this whole entire course and not apply it to the real world. Because I'm telling you, right, this not only changed my life, but my students inside of FSC. And you know, we use these same exact systems that I'm about to show you right now. And the cool part about all of this is that these are real case studies going over their experience with AI organic and how it's really been a game changer for us. Because back in the day, we literally had to record videos ourselves, right? Using our phone, spending 4 to 5 hours on a single day, you know, just recording. And now we can systemize absolutely everything with AI. And if you guys want to learn more about FSE, let me just go ahead and take a look right here. This is going to be our wins chat. And just yesterday, we had my student Ayur that just joined 9 days ago, hitting a $27,000 day just yesterday with one product that I went ahead and recommended for him. We also have Samantha here, just getting the day started, hitting a $744 a day. We got girls, we got guys in here. Even yesterday, she hit a $936 a day. Even Martin, look at Martin. He just joined 13 days ago and he's already hitting $1,000 days. Even Vitali, right? Hitting his $4,000 day, his first ever 4K day. And in just 4 days, he hit $11,000 all the way from the UK. And again, complete beginner. Before he joined the program, he had no idea what AI Organic was. We even have Double A here, first 1K day. Thomas getting his first ever order. Luis hitting another $1,000 day. Vitali 2.8K day. We got Mark here hitting a $40,000 month, not even a month, 40K in 17 days right here. Absolutely insane. Look at John here, right? First month in the mentorship, hit a $60,000 month. And, you know, the biggest objective with John was actually quitting his job, which was actually Uber Eats. And I remember him, you know, when he first got on board, he told me, listen, man, I need to quit this shit and repeat, you know, your story. And I was like, bro, you will 100%. You're going to run it up. And he made it happen. All right. So if you guys are interested in joining FSC, you guys can go ahead and apply in the description below to go ahead and work one-on-one with me personally and get results like this. Look at Omar, 40K month, new PR, and it goes on and on and on. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at module number 1, which will be what is AI organic dropshipping. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how these AI organic videos have been absolutely taking over your For You page and printing anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 a week for us, all done organically, no paid ads, and we're keeping anywhere from 50 to even 80% profit margins. I'm leaking absolutely everything on how these AI influencers you've been probably seeing on your For You page, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok, have been generating this kind of attention and this kind of money. And it's absolutely insane. So let me go ahead and show you a quick little video of what this even looks like, because I still can't even believe this is the real thing. Let's take a look right here.
If your face looks like this in the morning and your legs look like this every night, this is not age, folks. This is poor circulation. Listen close. Your brain and natural nitrogen last long.
AI,
clean, made here in the...
And this is how we're able to sell to the masses without even showing our face and doing 100% AI generated influencers. Okay, this is insane. None of this is real. This whole video is fake.
Legs look like this every... Instead of addressing
the face,
tradition, we from whole...
Everything is completely manufactured by AI. And so using this AI influencer strategy, I've been able to make an absolute bag these last couple of months. This is just one store that I did it with my partner here. We did $40,000 in 7 days with one AI influencer at 70% profit margins. I think our highest day was, $18,000 in one singular day. And then we ran up another store last month and we did $70,000 in 7 days with another completely new AI influencer at 65% profit margin. I think, our highest day here was $21,000. And bro, we kept over 50% margins on both stores. And so in this video, we're going to be going over everything. I'm going to be breaking down the whole entire process from what AI organic dropshipping really is, how to use AI influencers to sell products online, and why I personally think it's going to take over normal organic dropshipping because this is truly the future. And I can't even believe that I'm making this video because like I didn't know and I didn't really think that AI was gonna make it this far. But shit, bro, today we are here. So first and foremost, we have to break down exactly what AI organic dropshipping really is. And before I even deep dive into it, let's understand AI organic marketing first, okay? So AI organic marketing is how we're gonna be promoting our products using short form content to go viral and then drive that traffic from our social media pages to our website, right? And dropshipping, okay, is simply how we're gonna be fulfilling these orders that we get from our customers. Okay. So I feel like a lot of people like have this misconception that like drop shipping is just like this one singular thing, but it's really just the way we fulfill. Okay. And so the business of drop shipping pretty much goes like this, right? You set up an online store using Shopify. Okay. And then a customer places an order and then you forward that order to your private supplier, typically based in China. And so you're going to be able to keep that profit. Okay. Like I said, we're keeping anywhere from 50 to like 80%. So you go ahead, you forward that order to that supplier, you keep the profit, and then that supplier ships the product directly from China to their house without you having to touch any sort of inventory, even invest into any sort of inventory, and it's completely seamless. And that's how we're able to profit so much and not need any sort of capital to start up, right? And we use Shopify. Okay, if you don't know what Shopify is, you're probably living under a rock, but it's exactly what I personally use to do all of this, okay? And the reason why this is so powerful, right, like I mentioned, is that there's almost zero startup costs, right? There's no ad spend needed to film your content. You like literally have to just film the content yourself using your phone. And now we could just use AI, right? So now you could literally just start with your laptop and just AI tools. Like we don't even have to film 4 videos anymore, which is crazy. Another thing too is like the high profit margins that I mentioned, right? Since you're not paying for traffic, you keep at least 50% profit margins instead of burning it on ads, right? Usually with traditional paid ads, right? You're having to burn money to test. And if you don't have the luxury of having some capital to your name to test products, then organic is by far the best way to do it, because you could be broke and literally just running up an absolute bag without needing money. Okay. Really all you need money for is just the AI tools. All right. So we're not burning money anymore. Another thing too is speed and volume, right? With AI now, right, it lets you create multiple videos, test different angles, and push content way faster than doing everything manually like we used to, do, right? Before, the traditional way, what we had to do is just order a product to our house. We had to test it from anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, test different angles, multiple videos, and all of a sudden, that product wouldn't make us money, because typically in the beginning, you're not making money because you don't really know what to do. And so we wasted 2 weeks of our life, right? Pretty much testing a crap product. But with AI now, we're able to test multiple products at the same time using different influencers. And within a week, I can confidently say like, I can test anywhere from 5 to 6 different products in a single week now. Also, there is no inventory risk, right? You only fulfill orders after you get paid. So there's no upfront investment in stock, right? That's the whole beauty behind dropshipping, right? Your manufacturer is taking over that whole entire process for you. So all you have to do is just get the sales on your website, provide those sales to your private supplier, be like, hey, I need this shipped out to Johnny over in the US. And then boom, he's like, I got you. We're just sending over the product right now. 10 to 12 days, it's there. Next point here is that it's easier and faster to test products, right? You can test different products, different hooks, creatives quickly without wasting time filming each one yourself. All right. Now, with the help of AI, bro, we're able to split test. We're able to create videos so much quicker because we don't need to necessarily have the product in hand, right? We could essentially make full-blown AI videos with our product that we want to run without having to wait 2 weeks to get it from Amazon. And also, we're able to push that much more volume because everything is going to be systemized here to where, now we're able to test anywhere from 3 to 5 products a week without wasting any time filming yourself, right? So now AI is going to be doing the whole entire heavy lifting for us. And also there's no personal brand needed, right? Like you don't even have to show your face. You can have the AI avatars do the whole entire marketing for you. You can show their face, you can show their hands, and just fully generate videos. So the time where you needed like UGC content from actual influencers where you're paying like upwards of $2,000 a month on retainers just for them to make videos with your products, trust me, I'm talking from experience, it's fucking gone, bro. Like now we have full-blown AI avatars and influencers that are able to make this for us. And I fucking fired half my team, to be honest, because now I'm able to create perfectly perfectly niche down AI influencers for the type of products that I'm selling, and they convert that much more, bro. Like look, 2.6 million freaking views. Next thing here is going to be the ability to transition to a real brand. So once a product works and you're scaling it organically, you now have the ability to turn it into a long-term brand instead of just a pump and dump product, right? Instead of you just running pump and dumps every single day where you're making money one day and then completely dumping the other, now we have the ability to create a full-fledged brand and really just build equity, bro. Build real equity in something that we can go ahead and exit maybe later on in the future. And this is me inside of my warehouse for one of my ecom brands. And with this brand, I'm trying to exit it right now at the moment, believe it or not, for at least 1x revenue that I did with it. And with this particular brand, I did over 300,000 with it. So I'm looking to get 300,000 in pure profit just from this brand because I made it that way, right? I started running it organically. I then scaled it to a full branded product. And now I'm looking for a big boy exit, right? Big boy for me, right? I know there's people that exit stores for like 50 million, 100 million. But for me, I think 300,000 in pure profit from just a branded drop shipping store is pretty fucking good, okay? And next right here is location freedom, all right? Now we finally have the ability to run everything from our laptop, giving us full flexibility to work from literally anywhere, because with AI now, like we're not having to film, we're not stuck at home all day. We can essentially build any sort of background that we want. We could build any sort of avatar that we want. We could literally run any product under the sun now and have AI do the whole entire process. So now we finally have the flexibility to work from anywhere. And it's crazy to even say this because like back in the day, bro, like when I first started organic, I remember spending anywhere from like 8 to 10 hours a day just filming for products and trenching. And now it's not even needed anymore because we have AI to help us. So now we're gonna be going over how to use AI influencers to sell products online. And we have two different examples. The first example here is how you can go ahead and use AI to kind of mix real videos with AI videos. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you a full-fledged 100% done AI video that got honestly even more views, which is beyond crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first example here. So this is, like I said, a mixture of real clips with AI clips. So as you guys can see, the initial video hook, the thing that hooks you in to watch this, is going to be fully AI generated. As you guys can see, she's using the product to clear her dirty ears, which looks absolutely disgusting. But then he goes ahead and showcases the product himself by pretty much showing a little bit of progression. What I mean by progression, that he's showing you how to disassemble it, how to assemble it out of the water, and then go to work, right? And then lastly, you see this clip right here, which again goes ahead and clears those ears out. And as you guys can see right here in the comment section, not a single AI comment, bro. It's absolutely insane. Really, it's just a lot of demand here. Where can I get one? How do I order one? How much is the price? I want one. I want one. Link, link, link. And this is exactly what is possible now with AI, where like people don't even know what's real anymore. And it's absolutely crazy because this whole account here is fully AI, just different AI influencers. There's a guy here, there's another girl here with different hair, another guy right here. And it's just crazy that he's going so viral without having to really put that much effort, okay? And now, like I mentioned, we're gonna go over the monk. I don't know if you guys have seen this monk on your For You page. It's been all over my For You page, to be honest. But this video is 100% done with AI. And like I mentioned before, it got even more views, okay? So let's take a look at this video.
A few bay leaves inside your sock 1 hour before sleep and leave them there all night. This can help ease knee pain, foot pain, and even back pain. Western doctors have no explanation for this, my friend. They never will. But in the ancient teachings, the foot is the gateway to the rest of the body. Try this for 1 week. You will feel the difference. Comment yes if you are going to try this, and follow for more ancient healing wisdom.
So yeah, that's going to be the video. Over 200K likes, 5,000 comments, and people saying, you know, like, will this work for this? What's the name of the leaf? Yes, yes, yes. Bro, not a single AI comment in this comment section. I'm not even fucking joking with you. No one here understands that this is a full AI video. They genuinely believe that this is an actual monk. And if you still don't believe me, this guy has 1 million followers. And something that you're going to notice with these pages is that like not only do they print views and crazy demand and have insane visuals with this AI, but 9 out of 10 times they're always redirecting you to something called a product page. So for the ear cleaner, right, Jack Relief is sending you over to the product page, link in bio. Same thing with this guy, Mr. Ming, is sending you to a website called BaraviaHealth.com, where he's actually selling one of the supplements that he makes videos about, right? And I can guarantee you that these guys are both drop shipping because they are, right? And I can prove this to you, right? So pretty much what you go ahead and do to kind of like take a look at this yourself, you want to go ahead and take a screenshot, right? You're going to go ahead and copy this, and you're going to go to Alibaba.com to just find a whole bunch of different drop shipping, products in here. And what we're going to go ahead and do is just do a simple reverse image search. And, we're going to go ahead and search up this ear cleaner. And as you guys can see, these people are sourcing the product for $12.99, and they're selling it for approximately $45, right? So they're definitely keeping over 50% profit margins, and they're drop shipping absolutely everything. And so you're probably wondering, what about the beetroot supplement? So same thing here. Let's go ahead and screenshot the supplement right here. We're going to copy this, feed it into Alibaba, and let's see what comes out here. And boom, same thing with them. They are drop shipping these supplements for $2.30. And how much are they selling it for? $50 per bottle. And they're also doing something called monthly reoccurring billing, where if you want to sign up for a subscription where you get 1 bottle a month for like half the price, they are making so much money from this exact thing, because not only are they getting money from the front end purchases that are just 1 bottle, but there's also people probably signing up for this monthly subscription where every single month they get sent a new bottle, because the thing about this is that it's a consumable, it's a supplement. So once you run out of beetroot, you need to order more. And so these guys are probably printing off these millions and millions of views here, and they're all just drop shipping off Alibaba. Like it's no joke. Like obviously you're not seeing the actual brand, but you could go ahead and hit up these suppliers and fully customize the packaging to your desire, and it's absolutely insane. Okay, so these guys are 100% drop shipping both products, and we just went ahead and took a look at how they're doing it through Alibaba dropshipping. Again, you could also use private suppliers, etc. But I just went ahead and showed you what they're doing here, right? And like I said, this is absolutely insane. And I personally think, like I mentioned earlier in the video, that this will take over traditional organic dropshipping, because normal organic dropshipping isn't dead, right? Like it still works, but the approach that most people are still using is what's holding them back, right? This is just one of my accounts, one of my first ever winning products. It's called Merkface. I was selling a winking Deadpool mask. This product alone maybe $30,000, but I vividly remember having to record, multiple videos a day myself, spending anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day recording these videos, and putting a lot of heavy work, physical work, honestly, to get that sort of return. Which, don't get me wrong, like $30,000 is a lot of money to be making from a Chinese product, but now we're able to test so much quicker, where we don't even have to make the videos ourselves, right? Like I mentioned before, you have the ability to either mix AI with our content, right? Which is totally doable. And it's what I kind of recommend for beginners if you're not that good at making AI renderings just yet. But you also have, right, the ability to make 100% AI videos and go just as viral, even more. Okay. So those days where you had to, record and order samples and wait weeks or even months for them to arrive, and spending hours recording content just to test a product that never really worked, is gone, bro. Like we don't even need to do that anymore. We don't even need the product in hand to make content for it, bro. Like I don't know if you guys understand how crazy this is, especially if you come from like an organic background. Like the struggle of just ordering and testing products that don't even work, and you're just like, bro, I just blew like 2 months of my life testing some dog shit products. But now we have the ability to test so much quicker, okay? And that entire process created a massive bottleneck for us. Like with AI Organic now, that bottleneck is gone. You can now test products instantly without ever touching them, right? You can create AI avatars that are perfectly tailored to your niche and produce unlimited content without even filming, right? Like these are just 4 different examples of an Amish avatar that I saw, the bunk avatar, the blonde chick, and even doctors, bro. There's people making AI doctors going over, anti-inflammatory supplements that go ahead and redirect to a supplement dropshipping store on Shopify. And this works so well because your conversion rate will go up, because now we're able to essentially manufacture a AI avatar that looks perfectly right aligned to our ideal customer that we want to sell to. Like, let's say you want to sell to like emo people, bro, you're able to make a fully goth avatar and, you know, directly target them. And so emo people want to buy from other emo people. Christian people want to buy from other Christian people. And this has been working so well for me, where I'm like converting that much more from every single video that I'm dropping. And not only am I converting that much more, but the students inside of my mentorship are too. Like, this is Sam, bro. Sam just hit a $10,000 month after just 2 weeks of joining the program from fully AI videos. And we're not even doing any sort of beg shipping concepts. We're starting fake foundations like I'm seeing some other people fucking do. This is also Elias all the way from France. He just hit a 10K day, the 16th of March. It's currently the 22nd as I'm recording this, with 100% AI videos, no crying concepts, no emotional concepts. Same thing with Ernesta's hitting a 1K day. Adam hitting his first 4K day with fully AI videos, and even Samantha, right, inside the program, absolutely printing with AI. And so this actually works, like not only for me, but for people that I mentor as well. And it makes sense, bro. Like, look how real this looks, bro. Like, if I didn't tell you this was AI, you probably would have noticed. And so imagine like a 40, 50-year-old, they're not noticing this shit, bro, which is why no one's batting an eye to it, right? And so instead of being stuck waiting and manually doing everything yourself like we used to have to do, you're able to validate products in days, scale way faster, and focus on what actually matters, which is making money. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I use AI for my e-commerce businesses without having to start an OnlyFans, without having to do any sort of affiliate program, and only get paid about 15% commission and really just earn like pennies compared to like these big multi-million-dollar brands that are making literally all the profit from you. And also without having to start any sort of YouTube Shorts channel where you're having to get 50 billion views just to get paid $500. And so in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I'm able to hit these $20,000 days and keep anywhere from 50 to 80% margins using Shopify. Okay. Now, before we get into it, we have to understand what are the best products to run with AI. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about here are handmade products that could be showcased with our AI influencers. So whether that's a bag or even just a piece of jewelry or even just like shoe wear like this is something that we can go ahead and market now as organic dropshippers. And I'm a really big fan of these type of products here because they could be perceived as high value. And so I can go ahead and sell them at a very high ticket and go ahead and profit even more. Okay. So yeah, handmade products are going to be a very good product to go ahead and sell. Another product right here is going to be health products, right? So now we're able to actually market health products successfully using organic marketing because we're able to create an AI influencer, AI avatar, using our, problem solving product. And so, this example right here, I mentioned it in my last video. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. But, this person right here went absolutely viral showcasing, this ear cleaner. And with the AI influencer that he made, he was able to go ahead and showcase it, target different pain points, different demographics, and go absolutely crazy. So the next thing we're going to be going over here are supplements. And yes, believe it or not, we are selling supplements organically in 2026. I have multiple buddies of mine that are running successful supplement brands and doing it all organic. So whether you're targeting people that want better digestion, right, with these enzymes, or people that want just a overall really good multivitamin, or something that helps people with their probiotic, right, health, you can go ahead and target these very specific pain points under an AI influencer and literally create your perfect niche down avatar to go ahead and target these very specific pain points that literally 99.9% of humans go through on a daily basis, right? And this is why supplements are so lucrative now, because not only can we target these massive pain points that almost everyone faces, but we're also able to go ahead and sell a consumable. And the good thing about consumables is that once you get through your vitamins, you have to go ahead and buy more and get yourself a refill. And the beauty behind this is that we're able to set up MRR, which means monthly recurring revenue that we're making from, the people that want to re-up every single month, and go ahead and make so much money in the back end and pretty much make consistent passive income from our customers, okay, which is amazing. And then lastly is going to be digital products. So yes, you can go ahead and sell digital products organically where you're profiting like literally 100%, whether it's a wedding planner or an all-in-one digital planner, or even like these little talking cartoons for your AI videos. This is something that I've seen a lot of people get into now in 2026, where you're going ahead, you're finding some sort of useful planner on Etsy and you're reselling it as an organic dropshipper with either your AI avatar, AI videos, or even just organic videos, right? So you're probably wondering, right, how are we going to find these products? And there's going to be two different ways of doing it. We're going to break down the first one right here because it's more beginner friendly. And so the first thing that you're going to go ahead and do is create a TikTok and Instagram burner account to show you dropshipping products, right? So simply what you do is you go ahead and open up a fresh TikTok account, right? This is my my burner right here. And if I go to the For You page, it's 100%, right, optimized to see AI products as well as dropshipping products as well. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is try and find winning products that are going to be validated through the algorithm. What I mean by this is like, does it have good engagement, right? We see here 30,000 likes. This is a really good sign. But do we have actual demand? And so if I go into the comments, people are saying, this is literally an Android phone for a 7-year-old. Can you just get an app? Not really seeing a lot of demand. Really what we're looking for is this type of comment right here saying, where can I get it? How can I get one? So this could actually be pretty decent. All right, need, where can I get it? I need, okay, this is actually pretty good. So this could be something that we can go ahead and run with fully AI, because if I go here, right, this guy's going pretty viral with it. Yeah, 500,000 views, pretty good. And so I can go ahead and add this to my list of potential products to run with AI, because now, believe it or not, you can literally run anything, right? So that's how you go ahead and kind of optimize your TikTok page. Really what you want to do is like just engage with these types of products. And you're probably wondering like, how do I actually get this on my For You page? So what you go ahead and do is go to your search bar, whether you're on your phone or your PC, and search up a key term, right? Say something like Amazon made me buy it. And so when you search this up, you're going to see a whole bunch of different products. So all you do is you click here and you just engage, whether you give it a like, a nice little comment. It could be a couple of emojis, right? Whatever it may be. Show the algorithm that you want to go ahead and see more of this. Okay. Something like this as well. Give it a like, give it a share, even save it, right? Another comment right here. And after time, right, I would say 15, 20 minutes, your burner, right, your For You page should be fully optimized to show you products just like this that could be potentially ran with AI. And you would do the same thing on Instagram, right? I actually recommend Instagram right now because Instagram's been showing a lot higher quality products that could be marketed towards an older demographic, because people that use Instagram Reels are a lot older, a lot more mature. And I'm also able to see a lot more brandable products for some reason, because a lot of these big brands are huge on Instagram. So same thing, I have mine fully optimized for organic dropshipping products, AI products. And what I do, I give it a like, I save it, maybe drop a comment. And after time, like I mentioned, this is literally all you're going to see. It's just a whole bunch of drop shippers selling products. And then what you want to do is go ahead and create some sort of document, adding all those products in there, validating them through virality. Like, look at this video, guys, 5 million likes, like holy moly. And going through the comments, looking if there's any sort of demand. And you know, obviously people are saying, I need this, I need this. So this could probably be a good product to run with. Yeah, I'm not going to cap. So yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. All right. So now that we got through the AI product research method, number one here, we're going to go over to more of an advanced version, which is going to be AliExpress and Temu method, right? So obviously for this, it's going to be a little bit harder due to the fact that you're literally going straight into these massive Chinese websites and sifting through hundreds and maybe thousands of products every single day, right? And you do need to build some sort of eye for a winning product before you get into this. So if you're a complete beginner watching this, I wouldn't recommend doing this just yet because, well, you don't have an eye for winning products. But pretty much what you do is you go onto AliExpress.com. We'll start with this one first. And you're just going to sift through all these drop shipping products and just try and find ones that you think would do great with your AI character, right? Can it be perceived as handmade? Is it going to go viral? Is it going to be in some sort of niche that's going to offer us a lot of demand? And so you can go ahead and just trench here for hours, literally, and sift through all these products and find something maybe untapped to bring into the market to make majority of the money. Because something that I learned with organic dropshipping, and the reason I've been able to make so much money with it, is by introducing something new. Whether it's a completely untapped product, a completely untapped marketing angle, or even AI avatar, you will get rewarded for bringing something new to the table, right? This is literally how these algorithms, how these social media platforms run. It's on original and creative content, right? So AliExpress is a very good option, like I mentioned, but if you also wanted to go into Temu, right, you can go ahead and do the same exact thing. So let's go ahead and open this puppy up right here. And same thing with Temu, it's gonna go ahead and show you a massive variety of products. And you know, some products are gonna be good for organic dropshipping. I just leaked my fucking number. I'm gonna have to go ahead and blur that. you know, like you obviously you can't really sell like a taco holder, right? Like you imagine trying to go viral with this, it's going to be impossible, damn near. But you want to find, you know, some lucrative, very good products to showcase organically and potentially go viral with. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be my 2 different product research methods for AI. So now we're going to be going over how to actually build an AI influencer to make our videos related to the niche that we're targeting. So whether you want to go ahead and target the goth niche, or even the Zelda niche, or showcase some sort of healthcare product, this is exactly how I go about it. All right. If you guys made it this far in the video, drop a like, subscribe, comment the word AI. I want to know how many people made it through like the halfway mark of the video, just to kind of see how bad brain rot is and really who the real people, who the real supporters are. Okay, so comment the word AI if you made it this far. All right, so we're going to be starting with video creation first, then we'll move on to prompting and voiceovers. All right, but the thing that I personally use for video creation at the moment to get me the highest ROI is Higgsfield. Okay, reason being, it's by far the best thing you could possibly use right now. All right, you go on Higgsfield.com or Higgsfield.ai, and you're going to be able to see all these different videos of people utilizing AI for, right? Whether it's an image, a video, motion control. You've probably seen these all over your For You page, like people just like, you know, pretending to be like Billie Eilish or whatever. This is how they're doing it, right? So this is like an all-in-one software you can go ahead and use. Obviously, it's not free. It's insanely valuable. But what you go ahead and do is click video, and then you can go ahead and generate your video using a whole bunch of different softwares, and it's all in one. It's amazing. This is what I personally use to go ahead and make my videos. But before I even make my video, you have to understand, you have to go ahead and prompt it, right? And so this is when you want to go ahead and use Claude AI for prompting and scripting your AI voiceovers, okay? So what you go ahead and do, again, open up Claude.ai, and then boom. The reason I use Claude over ChatGPT, it's just so much smarter, bro. It's absolutely insane, especially Claude Code. If you know, you know. It's literally the future of where we're going with this whole AI technology. Think of like Einstein just built into like an AI where you can just go ahead and pick its brain 24/7 at an insane rate. So like I mentioned, if you want to make your scripts or even build out your prompts to use for Higgsfield, you need to use Claude AI. All right. And lastly, for voiceover videos, like how are we going to make these AI voiceovers? What you want to go ahead and do is go to 11 Labs, and you want to go ahead and go over to voices, and you'll be able to see hundreds, maybe thousands of different voices of like a whole bunch of AI people.
Hey, Adam here. Let's create something that feels...
It's pretty nuts. And you can go ahead and literally look up different voices depending on whatever niche you want to get into. So let's say you want to get into like the cowgirl Western niche. You can literally search up Western accent like this, and it's going to show you a whole bunch of different options that are completely AI, and you can go ahead and use them as a voiceover for your AI character, influencer, whatever you want to call it, right? So right here.
Excuse me, I don't understand why me and my friends have this version 16.2 update.
Yeah, I've got them guys going out there.
Yeah.
You know,
down in Dixieland lived a young
It's
buck.
insane. It's absolutely
about
insane.
knee-high.
So yeah, 11 Labs is going to be your best friend when it comes to voiceovers. This is all you really need. And the cool part about it too, like low key, is that you're able to go ahead and transcribe a lot of these like winning AI scripts and do speech to text, right? Which is really cool. So if you wanted to like save that video that you saw on your For You page, you can literally go ahead and upload it to 11 Labs and transcribe it, and then just make your own version depending on what niche or what product you're going ahead and selling. It's literally a glitch. I've been using it and it's amazing. Obviously 11 Labs isn't free as well. These are all subscription based, but I'm telling you the ROI in these softwares is insane. Like you're probably gonna be paying what, $100 a month to probably make 5 to 6K a day. Like bro, it's insane. It's definitely like a crazy ROI and an investment you have to make for the business. And it's amazing, right? And so now I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of insider access to one of my group calls with my students inside of FSE, where Harper, my advanced coach, kind of goes over motion control. And I kind of want to show you this because it's literally insane and you're probably going to laugh your ass off. Okay, so this is Harper right here going ahead and utilizing motion control for one of his AI influencers, like this girl right here. And it's insane how crazy and detailed it is, because now we're able to literally hold any product, right, that we want the AI influencer to hold and market it to millions and millions of people, right? And you can see everyone in the mentorship, right, just laughing at it. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely insane. And a lot of people are using it for the wrong reasons, platforms, right? Like they're using it for like OnlyFans and stuff like that, which I think is like terrible and not ethical at all. But there's actually ways to go ahead and use it for your e-com storage, drop shipping, etc., and make a legitimate income. And so speaking of Harper, he was actually able to make $65,000 in 4 days with that AI influencer. And I think in March, yeah, he hit 145K rev. Also, apart from Harper, we have other killers in here as well. This is Elias all the way from France. He hit $60,000 in 15 days with AI as well. He said Q4 is going to be crazy, bro. We're going to be seeing some crazy results in Q4. Like right now, it's like the slow season of organic, of ecom. So imagine what we're going to be cooking up in Q4. Also, this is Mark here. He did $61,000 in 30 days, all done with AI. We recently just did a case study with him, so you guys can go ahead and watch that on the channel. Same thing with Elias and Harper. Also, this is Jaden all the way from the UK. Shout out Jaden, bro. He's cooking right now. He did a $20,000 day, and I'm pretty sure he just did like a 70K week. And we'll definitely have him on the channel soon to kind of break down how he did it. Obviously, all done with AI and his brand. Same thing with Adam all the way from Canada. He did $11,000 in a day. He's French Canadian. That's why it's all in French. And this is AJ, my boy Aaron, bro. Back-to-back 10K days. He actually did another 10K after this as well, and he's absolutely cooking right now. So yeah, these are just some of the results that I'm getting for the people inside of FSE, which are my students, and we're all utilizing AI. Like even Chase, bro, a complete beginner, first week in the mentorship, hit $11,000, bro. It's absolutely insane that even beginners can just start up, get everything up and running, and print off the bat. And then lastly, bro, my boy Prince here, he was able to actually make $16,000 in a single week at 17 years old, bro, and quit his 9 to 5. This is literally a letter of resignation that he went ahead and sent to his job, and now he's going ahead and doing ecom full time now, and it's insane. So if you guys do want to join FSE, my one-on-one mentorship, you guys can go ahead and apply. First link in the description. But apart from that, right, now we have to go into building out a store, right? How are we actually going to build out our stores fully done with AI? So now we're going to go into 2 different examples of really good branded and high converting websites that we're going to go ahead and take inspiration for when we go ahead and run our product. All right, so the first store that we're going to go ahead and take a look at is Fun Punch, right? I really do like their product page just because it's so like branded, but just interesting in terms of like the minimalism that is going on here, right? Because they have really professional and branded product images, but it's not like a whole bunch of shit like on the screen, you know what I'm saying? Like they have some very good, variations of their product. They have a very simple bundle. Okay, they have a basic and advanced and elite for the people that maybe want to buy multiple of these. And they also have like a very low key upsell, right? A Fun Punch training glove that is a perfect complement to the main product, which is the punching bag, right? So it's nothing like too crazy. It's very minimalist, but it's straight to the point. They also have a lot of like FAQs for the people that maybe want some questions answered. And then they also have, a nice little, step-by-step on how to use it. Also some really good testimonials and customer videos of people actually utilizing the Fun Punch, which again is going to just provide a lot of people with like that trust aspect. Some pretty good professional stuff here, fully branded, comparisons, and then lastly a crap load of testimonials. All right, so it's great. This is a great lander for sure. Definitely converts. These guys are doing multiple 7 figures, and it's funny because they actually did start with organic, and then they obviously scaled up to paid ads. And then another one that I want to show you guys is going to be Crochet Cure. This is a phenomenal brand as well. They did start with organic, but just take a look at how cool this product page looks. They have multiple variations, a nice little pop-up to get you signed up for the email list, some pretty good bundles, lots of upsells, customer testimonials, obviously done with AI. This is not even real. That's the power right now. It's insane. Some pretty good facts about the product, nice little badges here, customer testimonials, FAQs, more videos, more credibility, and then some actual real people talking good about the crochet bag. Look how happy she looks. She looks phenomenal. All right. So yeah, these are going to be very good examples of some high converting branded websites. And now you're probably wondering, how do we go ahead and go about making these? All right. So what I personally use to go ahead and build out my stores is called Atlas AI, right? And Atlas AI is a Shopify store builder that you can go ahead and connect to your Shopify and literally build out a full entire website in a matter of minutes. Okay. And it actually worked. It's really good. I'm not even getting paid to say this because I use it so much and all my students do as well. And it's a matter of speed too, right? Because when you're hopping on a product and you want to be first to it, you want to make sure that you're quick, right? The time where you had to build out a website from scratch and take 4 to 5 hours is gone, bro. Literally gone. I can hop on a product super quick, build out a super quick landing page that actually converts, increases my AOV, and get straight to it. So basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you guys exactly how you can go ahead and do do this. So what you want to do is go to your Shopify store. This is literally one of the products I'm currently running. I don't really care. I'm just going to leak it. It's a digital product. But pretty much all you do is you download the app called Atlas AI Store Builder. What I'm going to go ahead and click here is full store. We're going to get an entire store up and running in a matter of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. So let's say, for example, we wanted to go ahead and add a product from AliExpress. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and use this neck pillow that I randomly just found. We're going to copy the link. We're going to go ahead and throw it onto Atlas, and it's going to go ahead and start cooking for us. So we're going to add that. We're going to confirm the product right here. And in just a matter of seconds, bro, we're already having, Atlas decide for us, right? Like what exactly it thinks it's going to be the best template to run for this. And obviously I'm going to let it decide for me just because AI knows better than me. And we're going to go ahead and choose the English option right here. So we're going to build an AI store, and cool. Now we have the ability to go ahead and add a product bundle. For this, we're going to go ahead and price this at, I don't know, $24.99. And it's going to go ahead and create a bundle for us to go ahead and, increase AOV and even just CVR if people were to maybe buy multiple for their family. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and activate this bundle right here. And so now we wait for Atlas to build out our store right here. So it's importing the product. AI is conducting market research on like the copy that we're going to be using, the benefits, even down to like the reviews. And hopefully now it loads. You guys, it's literally been like 2 minutes, bro. It's insane. All right. So boom, it literally just cooked this up in a matter of minutes. As you guys can see, we have a fully functional product page. As you guys can see, super optimized for average order value, CVR. And I mean, bro, this literally looks really freaking good in a matter of minutes. We literally just found a product off of Ali. We added a link, and then boom, now we have a fully functional product page. And if we take a look here at mobile view, bro, this looks phenomenal, right? So as you guys can see, we have the, add to cart button right here. We have some reviews. We have some nice benefits about the product, even added some images and copy, and really just tackled like some of the pain points, bro. Deep tissue, staying cool all night, stops painful morning knots, thousands of finally found morning relief. This is phenomenal, even down to some like data about the product. So yeah, this is honestly what I personally use to make all of my websites, just because it's super quick. It's fully optimized for conversions, and the copy is actually really, really good, right? I might have to make a couple of minor tweaks here just to add my logo, maybe a couple actual real reviews. But other than that, bro, like this is really all you need. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and try Atlas, take a look at the description below and try it for yourself. So yeah, we pretty much ran through everything. We talked over how to actually find your first ever product to run with AI, whether it's a handmade product, a health product, a supplement, or a digital product. We also went over how to actually find them, right? Whether it's on TikTok or your Instagram burner, or you want to just go ahead and go into AliExpress or Temu and find some untapped products to go ahead and bring into the market. It's a little bit harder, but it's totally possible. I'm like a really big fan of that, but you kind of do need a really good eye for products. We also went over how to actually build your AI influencers using Higgsfield, Claude, and 11 Labs to make, fully organic videos. Also showed you guys some examples of people inside of FSC using it with motion control. And then lastly, I went ahead and showed you guys how to build a fully functional store using Atlas AI that is perfectly optimized for conversions, AOV, and just a phenomenal thing to use. Also, if you guys are looking to get coached by me personally and get access to all the AI resources that's printing us hundreds and thousands of dollars a month, you guys can go ahead and take a look at the first link in the description to apply to join FSC. And I'll even show you guys some of the wins inside of the Discord. As you guys can see, it's currently the 8th of April. This is my boy Theo that just joined the program 7 days ago. He hit a 3,000 pound day, which is like 4,000 USD. And then the day before that, he hit back-to-back 5K days and 18K in 3 days after 7 days of joining. It's fucking insane, bro. This is also Omar hitting a $258 order. Same thing with Samuel. That's another thing that we're noticing too with AI. Our AOV goes up. We also have Mark here, the GOAT, 7 days up 30 grand, bro. Literally 7 days into the month, he's up 30 racks. Okay, like I don't think you guys understand like what we got going on in here. Also Theo, 5K day. Jaden, 100K in a freaking week, bro. $100,000 in a week. We even have Prince here doing 15K in a week as well. We got AJ, my boy Aaron, doing back-to-back 10K days, all done with AI, obviously. And we're just cooking, bro. Like everyone here is genuinely cooking. We have absolute demons doing 100K a month here. This is by far the highest level of coaching that you can possibly get inside of the organic space at the moment. This is even Harper hitting 65K in 4 days. Jaden, bro, like cooking, dude. 12K, 25K in 2 days. And it just goes on forever. So yeah, guys, the proof is in the pudding. You guys can go ahead and apply. First link in the description, like I mentioned earlier. And that's going to be the video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, give me some feedback, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. In this video, we're gonna be going deep into the real differences between AI videos that completely flop and AI videos that scale to $100,000 a month, okay? We're gonna be deep diving into the difference in concepts, why some videos fail instantly, why others have massive scaling potential, and AI avatars and how they affect performance. We're also gonna be going into the psychology behind viral content and the marketing fundamentals most people ignore when they do this, okay? And so the whole goal of this video is to show you guys that AI alone does not make money. The concept, execution, and understanding of virality is what separates beginners from people doing real numbers, okay? AI sure is amazing. It can make some crazy videos for you, but if you guys don't know how to make organic concepts and actually execute on them, then you're not gonna make money, bro. Like, at the end of the day, AI is an amazing tool, but we can't forget the fundamentals, man. We cannot forget the fundamentals. So, like I mentioned, we're gonna be going over a ton of different examples here, stemming from $0 all the way to $100,000 a month here. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the first example here. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this was one of the first ever AI videos that kind of surfaced the internet that did go super viral, 6.6 million views. So if you guys haven't watched it, let's go ahead and take a look together.
Man, I've been out here for 37 fucking hours straight. I got blisters on my blisters. And my wife got the fucking nerve to text me, don't forget to pick up milk. Bitch, I am the cow. But this little bastard right here, this fan hat, this fucking hero right here, he's the reason I haven't filed for divorce. So if you have a fucking amazing, hard-working, father-busting ass like I am here, then these hats are on sale now in the TikTok shop. Get it now. Man, I've been out here for...
So as you guys can see, this is a very funny video, and he was selling these fan hats at that very moment when he posted this video. I think this was like the only video that he posted, because yeah, after that, bro, he just kind of like lost conviction and gave up, because this video didn't even make him any money.
Man, I've been out here for
6 million views, and I think he only got like 1 or 2 sales. And so one of the main reasons why this video did so poorly, and I hope you guys can understand this, because this is almost like a meme, right? Like, the main focus of this video, right, is about his wife. Also, the AI is super unrealistic, and the quality is really crap compared to what we have today, because back then, right, that video was posted last year in June, really all we had was like Sora 2 and Vio, and that's really all we had, right? So like I mentioned, the concept itself is almost a meme about his wife and barely focusing on the product itself, which was the hat. And you know, the problem he really addresses here has nothing to do with the actual product. It's just really about his wife and him being hot, and him saying like, I am the cow. That was actually probably the funniest part, and also just way too much swearing and super unprofessional. So if we actually take a look here at the comment section, it's just a meme, bro. Everyone is just laughing, talking about the AI, I am the cow, and no one's really commenting about the actual product, because this is a perfect example of, you know, just focusing too much on virality and making people laugh rather than focusing on the actual product itself and showing the capabilities of it and really just trying to sell it, right? So this video is almost like a little bit too organic and was almost like a meme at the time, which is why it did not convert at all. And as you guys can see, he literally stopped posting right after this video because he genuinely did not make any money, okay? So that's gonna be our first example here. Really funny video. One of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie. Now, we're gonna be going over our $1,000 a month video. This is gonna be a personal case study of mine, so if you guys wanna take a look right here, this was a product that I ran a couple months ago. So I'll show you the video here with 749,000 views, and then we'll kind of go over why I was only able to make $700. So yeah, this was a habit tracker that I was selling, and I was predominantly targeting teenage girls that wanted to go through a full transformation, because this was at the time when like looks maxing was super popular. And so I wanted to take advantage of this like hype. And so I started making these AI kind of like slideshow videos, kind of showing off this transformation. And as you guys can see, this video did go relatively viral, like over 700,000 views. Over 11,000 comments of girls asking for this this planner, essentially, right? This tracker, and you know, a lot of demand. And so I also had ManyChat automating the whole process of replying to comments and sending links to each individual person. So as you guys can see, like I would just comment, just sent you a DM with the link, right? This was all automated using AI. And even then, bro, with 11,000 comments asking where to get this tracker, I only made $700, right? And the main reason, right, is going to be it was a very unrealistic transformation. There is no way that you go from this to literally like a superstar model in just a couple of months. So it was a little bit unrealistic. Most people believed it though, like 11,000 people did believe it. But also I think the main problem here was that I was targeting a terrible audience. Okay, I was targeting teenage girls with no money. Okay, a lot of these teenage girls, right, they have this very big problem. They want to transform, they want to ascend, whatever, but they genuinely don't even have either a credit card or a debit card yet, let alone $5.90 to afford my super low ticket planner, right? And so as you guys can see here, this is like the actual Shopify dashboard of the account. I got 16,000 sessions with only $700 in sales at a 0.3% conversion rate. So unfortunately, you know, I think that the planner itself is a pretty good product, but the audience that I decided to target at that time was just devastating, bro. Devastating, because genuinely guys, like teenagers do not have money. And so now that I'm thinking about it now, like, I wish I would have targeted like an older demographic of maybe like older moms that want to kind of go through a full transformation when it comes to like their fitness journey. I think that would have converted a lot better. But at that time, I didn't know better. Okay, I didn't know better, and I was really just trying to milk the whole looks maxing thing as much as possible. And again, this is going to be another reason why you shouldn't really focus too much on hype sometimes, because hype doesn't necessarily convert to money. All right, so next video here is a $5,000 a month video, and it's going to be very similar to this product that I ran myself, because this was actually the product that made me want to run this product. It's actually funny that I'm looking back at it now, but let me go ahead and show you guys exactly what this looks like. So as you guys can see, this is going to be the video right here. This video got 10 million views, and overall this brand only did about $3,000. I actually went ahead and did a test order because at that time I thought that this was a banger because of the whole like looks maxing wave, and unfortunately it only made $3,000. Okay, but let's take a look at the video. Let me show you guys why this didn't convert.
Blah blah blah, oh how I wish you'll wake up one day to me, confess your love, let me stay, confess your love, let me stay, confess your love, let me stay.
So as you guys can see, this is like the full transformation video. This is all done with AI, by the way. None of this is real, which is actually pretty good. Like I would say that the quality itself is relatively decent for what we had back in January, right? This is when he posted the video. But the main key takeaway here is that the reason that this did not convert was because it was a super unrealistic transformation. Okay, anyone with half a brain cell knows that you can't just morph your fucking face like that in a matter of a couple of months. Okay, and also going back to what we said last video, right, that we just reviewed, the audience was one of the biggest issues with this niche, right? The looks maxing niche is predominantly just teenagers with no money. And so if we actually take a look here at the comment section, it's literally a whole bunch of kids just spamming gifts, bro. Like, look at this. It's crazy. Crazy. Just a whole bunch of looks maxing teenagers with no money. And it's super crazy to me because, dude, this guy was going so viral at the time. Like, that wasn't his only viral video. Like 10 million, 6 million, 5, 1, 700K. He also had a really big Instagram. And to only make, you know, $3,000 is insane. And also another thing I did notice about this Adrian guy is that if we go to the product page, the product itself is pretty low ticket, and it also did come with 3 free gifts, which is a pretty good deal. But if I were him now, I would have probably thrown like a higher ticket product to make more profit for doing the same amount of work, right? Imagine you're going so viral, and you know, you want to sell a $23 product. Like, I would have probably picked like a $40 to $80 product that kind of provided the same benefits to essentially do the same amount of work, but just make more money, right? And I don't know, that's just something that I noticed. You know, decent product page, but like I said, the audience was so cooked that no matter how good the videos were, like if you're just targeting a very broke niche, then that's all it's gonna be, bro. You're just gonna be a brokey, right? Like, unfortunately, poor Adrian did not convert. So that's gonna be our $5,000 a month video. Now it's gonna get a little bit crazy. It's gonna get a little bit crazy now. So now we're going going into our $10,000 a month video. This one's a special one, right? This is actually one of my students inside of FSC. Shout out Omar, bro. And he absolutely cooked with this product and the videos. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to watch them first, and then we'll go ahead and do the whole deep dive and see why they converted so well, right? So as you guys can see, this is going to be the video. He had a 2 million view video and a 8.2 million view video on IG. Let's go ahead and watch the TikTok one first, and then we'll go ahead and review it.
Feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Okay, so that's going to be the first video. Absolutely crazy. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this IG one.
Save it for another day, 'cause you just never had the heart. Now they just drift further apart from you. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Okay, so that's video number 2. You guys can see how crazy this is, bro. This is actually insane. None of this is real, by the way. This is all using AI, guys. Like, none of this is real. So the reason why Omar is able to make roughly $10,000 to $20,000 a month running this product right here is because the concepts, man, they're so freaking good, dude. Like, who thinks of this? Who thinks of adding like a little lab rat and kind of adding this touch of controversy to be like, yeah, we're testing this on animals, right? Like, it's absolutely insane how he came up with this. Like, bro, that's why like creativity is such a big play when it comes to just like overall organic and like marketing, bro, because like he actually thought about this. Like, he was the one that just said, let me fucking try this and see if it sticks, and it worked, right? Like, not even like Claude helped him with this, okay? And we've been using Claude a lot when it comes to research and like researching our niche, our demographic, and just overall the product. But he told me that, like, bro, he literally just thought of this and was like, fuck it, let me test it. And as you guys can see, like, people are saying, stop animal testing, free animals from obsessions, right? Like, it's just a perfect touch of controversy to just reel the viewer in and then show them, you know, the transformation of, you know, these red light therapy hats, which he's running. And so not only does the concept have a massive play into why he made money, but also he was targeting a perfect ICP that actually suffers with balding and have high buying power. So his ICP is like 40-year-old men and above that are suffering with balding, right? And actually do have money to deploy in buying a product like this. So you guys can see like the difference between, you know, this target audience compared to, you know, your average looks maxing teenager. You know, they just simply don't have money to buy product, right? And so the oh my God, bro, it's so good. It's just so good. Good concepts, good targeting, hyper realistic avatars. But the main drawback from this product, and you know, I think why he's kind of capped at 10 to 20K with this, is because of the unrealistic results. All right, as you guys can see, there is no way you grow a full set of hair in just 90 days if you have half a brain cell, right? Obviously, there's people that genuinely believe this, which is crazy to me. And I'm not saying that the product does not work. I'm sure it does work, but not at the time span that he was showing it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people probably saw this shit and were like calling bullshit, which did evidently, you know, lower his conversion rate. But even then, right, the content was so freaking believable and so good that, you know, that's why he was able to convert with a kind of low converting product, right? Because, you know, we've seen this all around the board, right? Just testing like red light therapy and a lot of these health products, like, if it's too drastic of a transformation, people are simply not going to believe it. But, you know, because of the realism, the actual concepts, he was able to make it work, right? And so, yo, shout out Omar, bro. Shout out Omar. We're going to be dropping a case study on this, doing a full deep dive on how he actually built a legitimate brand and is now scaling it to, you know, 10 to 20K a month. And we're just going to keep on going, right? But again, good concepts. Super unrealistic results, unfortunately, but targeted a perfect ICP of people that actually suffer with this main pain point, that do have money, right? And also, bro, the hyper realistic avatars, bro. Like, look, bro, can we watch this like one more time? Like, bro, this looks real. When he showed me this, I'm like, bro, are you like ripping clips from other people? Like, no, this is all me. Like, look at the level of detail, bro. All the plaques from the doctor, right? People in the background walking, even like, bro, the card, the stethoscope, the Apple Watch, just a random parking lot outside of a hospital. Look at the rat, bro. Look at the fucking rat. Look at all the notes that he's drawing here. The coffee, dude. This is unbelievable, bro. Unfucking believable. So yeah, that's going to be our $10,000 a month example here. Now we're going to get a little bit crazy. Okay, we got two more, guys. We got our $50,000 a month and our $100,000 a month, all right? This is when it gets absolutely crazy, all right? So as you guys can see, this is going to be our 50K a month avatar. It's going to be our Amish lady here. This video got 1.2 million views. It's a little bit of a longer one, but I need you guys to see this. This is freaking believable. Okay, let's take a look right here.
Not ham, not bacon, not sausages, not ribs. Pigs are nature's garbage disposals. They eat rot, dead animals, and filth. That is how they survive. But here is the scary truth. Pigs have almost no sweat gland. Because they don't sweat, they cannot get rid of toxins. Every poison, every heavy metal, and every chemical they consume gets trapped inside their fat and meat. When you eat pork, you aren't just eating meat. You are eating their biological storage tank of waste. Pigs also carry parasites like tapeworms that are tough to kill, even with heat. You are basically inviting parasites into your body. And you're getting all those heavy metals and industrial toxins the animal ate their whole life. They don't stay in the pig, they move straight into you. Those toxins build up in your body. They don't wash away, they get stuck in your fat and organs. That constant inflammation, the breakouts, the brain fog, you are literally soaking your insides in that animal's waste. Your body is likely suffocating under a mountain of these daily toxins. You have to flush out that fire and scrub your blood clean. We use broccoli and mustard seed to act like a magnet for these toxins. We add DM and NAC, which acts like a master detergent for your veins to wash away the heavy metals and residues. Finally, chlorophyll and magnesium act like a deep internal rinse to clear the smog from your brain so your energy stays high. Buying all these high-grade ingredients separately would cost you over $200. That's why I recommend Modern Antidote. It takes this exact protocol and puts it into one simple glass jar, or a fraction of the cost. It acts like a master detergent for your veins, grabbing onto the toxins you've absorbed and washing them out for good. I've linked my personal supply of Modern Antidote in my bio so you can clear those toxins out before the buildup does more damage. If you want my full guide on how to detox your body from the modern world, comment recipe and I will send it over to you right now.
All right, so that's going to be the video. This is a crazy one. This is a crazy one. You guys can even look at the demand here. Everyone's just asking for the recipe, Also a little bit of controversy here, right? We're seeing Muslims saying like, hey, we don't actually eat pork. People saying, you know, if pork is forbidden in Amish communities, then why do you raise them? You know, people saying like, yo, been eating pork my whole life. I do parasite cleanses every 6 weeks. Chicken is worse. So you could see why this video went pretty viral, because shit, bro, I didn't know that, you know, pigs did not sweat and just carry all these parasites. I don't even know if that's true. It could be fake, but either way, right? This person perfectly introduced a problem that not only was I unaware about, but also literally everyone probably watching this video, and literally introduced a really big problem. Like, this is why you feel like shit. This is why you have brain fog. This is why you're breaking out. But here, let me go ahead and offer you a solution, which is going to be that Modern Antidote, which they're selling all over their page, right? And it's crazy because they've successfully been able to essentially create a personal brand evolving around this Amish lady giving health tips to people that just feel like shit, and then going ahead and funneling everybody into an Amazon link, right? And as you guys can see here, this Amazon link, I took a screenshot of it. It's doing roughly about $50,000 a month, right? 1K bought past month, which is crazy, absolutely crazy, right? And this is literally just a detox powder, right? But because their content is so good and their concepts are just dialed in, and the realism, like, bro, these videos are crazy. Like, look, this shorty is literally in the middle of Costco talking about supermarket chicken. Like, bro, you're telling me this is AI, you know? And obviously, like, I look at this, I'm like, all right, this is AI. But bro, think about like anyone over the age of 40, bro. They are not batting an eye to this, dude. Not even batting an eye to this. Like, look at all the demand, bro. Recipe. Like, bro, are you kidding me? So yeah, insane realism. 10 out of 10 concepts and script, right? It's perfect for the product that they are selling. Like, it's just so beautiful. It's so perfect. It's a work of art, and introduces a problem that the audience was super unaware about before the video. And then after they watch the video, they go ahead and get introduced a solution, which is going to be their product. And again, this product is super cheap to source and is a consumable, right? It's a supplement. So once you consume it, you have to go ahead and buy some more, right? And so that's why supplements have taken over this whole AI game, because it's a fucking money glitch, bro, because you're able to make consistent money every single month. And guys, look, these are all over Alibaba, right? You can get some for $2.50 all the way up to, you know, $8. And all you have to do is just customize the packaging and make it your own. But at the end of the day, they're all detox powders. They all do the same shit. Like, guys, they're probably sourcing this for like $2, maybe $4 if we want to include like the custom packaging that they're doing and even the jar. But guys, they're selling it for $50, bro. So the margins are absolutely wicked. And you guys can see why this prints anywhere from 50, probably more at this point, because it's just so good. It's just so good. And every single video essentially goes viral. Crazy demand, really good storylines. And bro, the realism is what really just adds the cherry on top, right? It's freaking insane. All right, guys, so that was our $50,000 a month example. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the $100,000 a month example here, okay? And this one is a very special one because this is from my student Elias inside of FSE. He actually hit a $93,000 a month. Okay, got you. It's not 100,000, but still, we're gonna count it, bro. We're gonna count it because this is actually insane, boys and girls, if you're watching this. We're going to take a look at the product. We're going to take a look at the content and how he was able to make 93K in a singular month, because this is absolutely absurd. Okay, so let's take a look at the video right here. Let's do it one more time, so you guys can see this, man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah. As you guys can see, he was selling these Lord of the Ring resin lamps, okay? And the reason why he was able to sell so many, I mean, guys, look at the demand here. Price, where can I buy, right? The reason why, and there's a couple of reasons. First one being the insane realism, right? These videos are absolutely insane. Like, the whole creation process is crazy, bro. This does not look AI at all, right? And so the realism is in place, but also the product is perfectly niched to the Lord of the Ring audience, right? The product market fit is so good because typically Lord of the Ring fans are a lot older by nature, right? This is a movie that's been around forever now. And so there's people that, you know, are probably teenagers that do enjoy Lord of the Rings, but there's also people that are probably over the age of 40 that also know what Lord of the Rings is and also are massive fans, okay? And so this is the type of product that they would buy, right? This is like a very nice, handcrafted piece of art that they can go ahead and put in their living room next to their bed, and it's just a perfect product for the niche, right? Also, the product itself is very high perceived value due to the look of it, right? This whole handmade angle that they're going ahead and showing here is absurd, right? And so just look at this, bro. Literally making this by hand is going to 2x, even 3x the perceived value of the product, okay? Because it's just handmade. Anything handmade is going to just have a higher perceived value. That's just how it is, right? And also, right, the concepts are high converting and actually show the creation process. So as you guys can see, he's showing like the mess, right? Like the before, him actually crafting it versus the masterpiece, right? And this is what you would call a contrast concept, right? Showing a before and after, whether it's a prototype or, you know, how it started versus how it ended, how it's looking, okay? And also just look at these lamps, bro. Look how good they look, right? And so if you compare this to a front loading strap, what looks more valuable? Of course this is going to be more valuable. Like, look at this, bro. This looks like an art piece, okay? And so that's why this video did so well for him, and all the other ones that he posted on this account was because of all these different things, and also the really high profit margins. Okay, I think he made like 70 to 80% of this money. He took home 70 to 80% of the $93,000 because of the super high profit margins. Obviously, we do organic. We don't have to pay for advertising, and so we keep anywhere like minimum 50, but all the way up to 80, 90% sometimes, depending on what you're selling. But you guys can see, right? Like, he was sourcing this product for $23 and selling it for 90 USD, bro. Absolutely insane, okay? And that's not even including all the upsells that we had in place. I think his AOV was roughly like $110 to $130 per order, which is insane, right? Like, we're talking a $23 product, okay? So yeah, that's why Elias was able to make $93,000 in a singular month. We're going to be doing a full-blown case study probably later this week. So if you guys want, we'll do a deep dive on it. We'll kind of talk about like how he even came up with these concepts, what AI he used, and really like the structure that got him to making this type of money at only like, what, 21 years old, which is crazy, bro. But yeah, guys, that's going to be our $100,000 a month example done by yours truly. Like I said, Mr. Elias. And as you guys saw, right, we went through the $100,000 a month, the 50, the 10, all the way down to the $0 a month. And I hope you guys saw like the main differences right? When it came to making only, you know, $700 all the way up to 100, right? And a lot of it has to do with not only the product, the niche, right? But really being able to create really good high converting content that not only resonates with the niche that you're targeting, but also kind of transfers some sort of emotion, right? Because if we take a look at Omar's example here, right? The reason why this product does so well is not because of the physical transformation. I think that is a very big aspect of it, but also what comes after growing a full set of hair. Well, the byproduct of that could be just feeling a lot more confident about yourself. And ultimately, that's where the real value is made, is from the after effects of what this product provides. Same thing would go with the modern antidote. You're just gonna feel a lot better and you're gonna be able to, you know, just live your best life. And sometimes, right, you don't have to necessarily focus only on health products like this and problem solvers, but something like this that, you know, just resonates a lot with the niche, and it's just a beautiful piece of art, right, to just have in your living room or in your bedroom. Like, it's just beautiful, and it's something that really does resonate with the Lord of the Rings niche itself, right? So again, like I mentioned in the, you know, start of this video, you know, AI alone isn't going to make you money, right? The concepts, the execution, actually understanding virality in your niche and doing the research is what does, okay? And that's what really separates people that are just making AI slop from the people that are doing real numbers, is exactly that, okay? So yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys do wanna join FSC and work with me one-on-one and get results just like Omar and Elias, you guys can go ahead and apply down below and see if you're gonna be a right fit. And again, this is probably one of the craziest moments to essentially start organic, because now we're able to make 100% AI videos, and the time where you had to order products and, you know, put your face on camera and record for videos is gone, right? Like right now we have the ability to test so many products in a singular week without even touching it, right? And doing it all from the comfort of your home, where you could actually travel and do things, right? Not be anchored down to your setup and having to record 5 to 10 videos a day on your knees, right? Like that time is over, right? And so that's why we've been able to just fucking crush it these last couple of months, is because of AI. That's why this whole channel almost turned into like a case study channel, because I think last month we posted a total like 6 to 8 different case studies, and it's just been crazy. We've been changing a lot of lives, and it's thanks to, you know, obviously AI, but also learning the key fundamentals of organic to make it work. So if that sounds like something that you want to get into and start, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced organic dropshipper, go ahead and apply down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. This video right in front of you that you are currently seeing is 100% AI generated. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys the exact step-by-step process on how you're going to be able to do this for organic dropshipping, or really any sort of marketing that you would want to use this for. So the first thing that we're going to be focusing on here is tools that are going to be needed to actually do this, okay? So the first thing that we need to go ahead and focus on here is going to be chat and prompting. So I like to use Claude AI. This is probably the best tool you can possibly use for prompting, and it's recommended, right? This is the highest quality model at the moment. I personally use Opus 4.8. Pricing, you know, it's like, there's so many different options. I'm not going to run through it, but I personally use the max, which is about $100 a month. This is going to be for the people that are doing this full time and are pumping anywhere from 4 to 6 videos a day. So that's exactly what I use. Now we have budget alternatives, right? We have Kimmy that you can go ahead and also download as well, or sign up for. And this is only $19 a month, right? So this is just like the basic version here. And again, it's not bad, right? But it's obviously not as good as Claude. And then lastly, we have ChatGPT, which is optional in my opinion, because it's good for general use, but it's definitely no longer the sharpest option. And again, we have to be able to construct these prompts in the most efficient way that are super hyper detailed for us to go ahead and render the best videos possible. And by far, like I mentioned, Claude is going to be your best friend, okay? Next, we have video and image generation. So obviously, if you guys don't know, we're using Higgsfield, all right? And this is going to handle both image and video creation. Again, you can use Nano Banana, GPT Image, Kling 3.0. We're going to be running through all of these. But again, you can go ahead and get the starter plan for 15 bucks a month. You get the plus for 39. Again, I use the Ultra because I'm constantly using this every single day. And this is really going to be for the people that are, just, pumping content and really scaling. But for the best value, right, I would get the $39 a month version, which is going to be plus. And again, this is going to unlock all the models for serious creators. All right. But again, recommendations by budget, right? If you're on a super tight budget, get Kimmy and also Higgsfield Starter for 15 bucks. If you're in more of a moderate budget, go ahead and cop Claude Pro for 20 and Higgsfield Starter for 15. And for guys that are really trying to take this seriously and not have to worry about credits, go ahead and get Claude Max and Higgsfield Ultra, bro. That's all you really need. That's what I personally use. So yeah, these are going to be the tools that we're going to be using: Claude, Higgsfield, Kimmy, and ChatGPT. But if you're a baller, you can go ahead and use only these two, right? Like I said, this is really all you need, right? This is my stack. I don't really use Kimmy or ChatGPT. So yeah. Now, let's go ahead and focus on the video creation workflow, the juicy part. All right, AI video creation workflow for organic dropshipping. I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step system from single prompt to finished animated video. I'm not leaving anything out, okay? So in this whole entire, lesson, we're gonna be going over how to ask Claude for a detailed image prompt. We're gonna be going over generating your product image with Nano Banana or ChatGPT image. We're gonna be using that image as a reference to get an animation prompt from Claude, and then we're gonna be bringing it to life with Kling 3.0, right? That's how we're actually going to create the video that we're gonna be then using as an ad. All right, so step one is going to be explaining context to Claude, because obviously Claude is just an AI and it doesn't know organic marketing. And so we kind of have to explain to it, hey, this is exactly what you're going to be working on. And this is the style of content that we're going to be looking for. Okay. And so you're going to be opening up a new project or even just a new chat is fine on Claude. And you're going to paste something called a context prompt. And how you basically make a context prompt is you essentially just explain to Claude, hey, this is what organic drop shipping / organic marketing looks like. This is the style of video that we're looking for. Something that just looks organic and natural to the eye, that just blends with the algorithm. And so after time, you're gonna literally have a conversation with the AI, and you're gonna be like, all right, based off of this information, go ahead and make me a context prompt to use for my video creation. Okay. And so I personally have my own context prompt, which is linked right here. And what you're gonna want to do with this prompt is then feed it into your chat or your project. I recommend just starting up a new project and feeding your context prompt there. And the next step after this is going to be showing your product to Claude and explains to him or her, whatever gender AI is, they, them. I don't know. Is that even a thing? You're going to be explaining to they, them, all the context and the type of videos that you want to make. Okay. And so the next thing here is going to be, pasting this context prompt to Claude, and you're going to be like, all right, here it is. And he's going to be like, boom, we're loaded. We're ready to produce prompts following the 14 section architecture. And again, I made about 14 different rules for Claude to follow based off of my expertise on organic marketing. And now it's just kind of requesting me, hey, what's going to be the product that we're going to be marketing? How's the brand and avatar going to be looking like? And so now it's a matter of providing Claude with these assets. Okay. And so then the next step here is going to be obviously providing it with a product image. And for this particular example, for this video, we're going to be using this car watch from this competitor that I saw on my burner. I thought this was going to be the perfect product to show you guys because it can be perceived as handmade. It has, honestly, like a very intrinsic look to it. Like it's not every day that you see a car watch like this. Very, very passionate group of people that would actually buy because we have so many different variations. Not only can we go ahead and market the Lamborghini version, we can go ahead and market the BMW or even the Porsche GT3 RS, which is what we're going to be, doing in this video. And the most important part, right? It can be perceived as handmade and also has a very high value to it because it's a watch, right? So we can go ahead and get some nasty margins off of this product. Also, this went super viral. I'm looking through the comment section, really good demand validation. And so I was like, let's run it for this video. Okay. So what I did, I went to the competitor's website. I literally screenshotted his top seller, which was the GT3 RS version. And then I fed it to Claude. I was like, hey, listen, here's the product I'll be marketing. I will be doing a TikTok style of video, right? Remind it, like this is for organic. This isn't going to be for a movie or like an infomercial. This is going to be a TikTok style of video. Do you have any questions? Are you ready for the rest of my instructions? And so Claude is going to analyze this. And it's going to be like, I got it. This is it. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to spit a whole bunch of shit out. Again, don't worry about this stuff. The next step really is going to be making the avatar and master frame that we're going to be using for our videos. Okay. And so what we're going to be using here is obviously Claude again to do deep research on our ideal customer profile, or ICP. And this is going to be really crucial, because obviously we want to connect with the target audience, and people want to buy from other people that kind of look like them, that resonate with them. Because imagine trying to sell a car watch and your customer persona looks like a basketball player. It's not really going to make sense, right? So we have to make sure that it niches down to the target audience, okay? And we have two options, right? We can either use Claude to do the deep research for us and create an avatar out of thin air, which is totally possible. I've done it. But if you're a little bit lazy like myself, you can go ahead and go on Pinterest, okay? If you guys don't know what Pinterest is, you're probably living under a rock, but go on Pinterest and try to find reference images of a guy or a girl that matches your niche. And so for this example, right, I was like, you know what? I want to make a JDM looking avatar that's obsessive about cars and, you know, obsessed enough to make watches about them. And so I literally just searched up Japanese mechanic and I saw a whole bunch of these pictures, okay? And again, if you guys don't know what Pinterest is, let me just quickly show you. You just go on here, right? I like to kind of like find my new haircut on Pinterest, but let's say you wanted to get into, I don't know, Lord of the Rings niche, right? Let's say you wanted to get into Lord of the Rings. You could just say Lord of the Rings girl, right? Let's see what it spits out. Boom, you know, a whole bunch of girls that look like, you know, your typical Lord of the Rings character. And so you can go ahead and base your character off of what Pinterest shows you. Okay, so for this example, like I mentioned, we're going to be using this JDM Japanese girl. Okay, and this is going to be my avatar reference image. Okay, again, I literally ripped this from Pinterest. All right, so again, we have a very niched down background, right, from like the movie Initial D, which I love. And we also have a very niche down avatar that actually resonates with the audience. Okay, so based off of this picture, right, once you have your avatar image reference and a picture of your product, like I said, all I did was I went to the competitor's website, I screenshotted the variant that I wanted to go ahead and replicate. You want to tell Claude this exact prompt. You're going to be like, hey, listen, give me a prompt to recreate an image of a girl with similar facial features as hers. Again, we don't want to impersonate a real human being. That's how you get sued, okay? So again, you're gonna tell Claude, like, listen, I want you to change it up a bit, all right? Don't make her look one-to-one. We don't want to go to jail. And, you know, I want her to be holding the watch that will be given as an image reference to ChatGPT Image 2, okay? And so for this example, we're going to be using GPT Image 2 to render the image, okay? You could use Nano Banana as well, but bro, I'm telling you, GPT Image 2, the quality is insane, okay? So what I told it, right? Oh, I also did find another avatar before her and I didn't like it. So I was like, scratch that. I want to replace the reference image of my avatar to this one. Please give me a prompt to recreate an image of a girl with similar facial features as hers, but holding this watch that will be given as an image reference to ChatGPT Image 2. And then boom, it just spit it out for me, bro. Literal prompt to go ahead and feed to Higgsfield, okay? So now you're going to paste that prompt into GPT Image 2 inside of Higgsfield and select 9:16 aspect ratio, high resolution, 1K quality, and generate a total of 4 images. Why 4? Because typically the first image isn't going to look perfect. So we want to make sure that we make 4 to just find the best one. Okay. And this is exactly what I did. So if we go into my Higgsfield, this was like the previous character that I was talking about. I just didn't really fuck with it. But guys, look at this, right? This was the picture with Nano Banana. Okay, not bad, but bro, look at the difference in quality. Look how clear it looks. It's insane. Okay, and so I went ahead and generated my 4 images. 1, 2. This one didn't render out. I don't know what happened. And then this was the last one. I think I went with this one right here. But anyways, I loved how this looked. It kept the background super niche down. And I was like, all right, let's go for that. And then boom, there you go. You've got your master frame, which you'll be using as a reference for character consistency when we do make the videos, right? The whole basis behind AI is that we're able to keep a consistent character all throughout the video, because back in the day with Sora 2, the videos were not consistent, okay? And, you know, every time you would prompt a new video and you would feed it to Sora 2, it would just spit out a new character and it's just not believable, right? We want to make this as hyper realistic as possible. And, you know, by making a consistent avatar, that's going to be our first step. Okay, so boom, now that we have our master frame here, look how beautiful she looks wearing my watch, or not wearing it, but holding it. Now with this image here, it's time to make the B-rolls, okay? The creation process B-rolls that you guys saw in the beginning of this video. So now we're gonna be generating the images we'll be using to create the B-roll for our video, which in this case will be the showcase and the creation process of our watch. And so this is gonna be an example of a, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not loading. There we go. This is going to be a good example of a creation process clip. Again, she's just painting the watch with a super niche down background, right? So remember, we want to keep the background the same because, you know, we want to make it consistent, but also look, bro, look at the details, man. You got the paints, you got the pictures of the actual watch, right? Even some sketches. It's so realistic, right? So step one is going to be generating the first frame of, you know, one B-roll to test our prompts, right? And so to make your first image, again, you're gonna give it to Claude, and you're gonna give it your master frame that we just created, as well as a picture of our product, all right? And so now you're gonna say something along the lines of like, hey, listen, I want you to lock the environment of the master frame. So again, don't move her. And we also want our avatar, you know, to still hold the product for every prompt that you generate from now on. And so now I pretty much explained to her, listen, I want a very close-up shot of my avatar, right, holding the watch, but also, you know, one of her sketches and comparing it to other sketches that she did in the past, all laid out on her desk. And listen to me, okay? You're probably wondering, yo, I'm not that creative to, you know, make these crazy creation process clips. And I'm like, that's totally fine, right? If you're having trouble getting ideas for creation process, just ask Claude. Be like, listen, what would the creation process of a watch look like step by step? And boom, there you go. You'll take your you'll take that as inspiration, right? And so as you can see, this was my first B-roll image, right, of my shorty holding you know, the design. As you can see, it kept everything consistent. We have all the other sketches laid out on her desk. You could even see that she was locking in hard, sipping on some coffee. And bro, look at the attention to detail, okay? Even like the lighting, bro, on the car, man. Crazy. Now, step number two, this is when it gets a little bit crazy, right? You want to start making the first batch of your B-rolls in bulk, right? You can generate up to 10 to 15, and yes, you can reuse them across your videos as long as you make new hooks every single time. For this example, I made 6 different B-roll images that essentially shows progression, right, from start to finish, all right? And again, if you want an idea of what to say to Claude, you want to go ahead and give it your master frame, and you're going to be like, listen, I want 5, maybe 8 different shots of my avatar doing this, and that. And so again, like I mentioned before, if you ask Claude, what's the step-by-step process of making a watch, it'll probably spit out 10 different steps. And then based off those steps, be like, now I want 10 different shots of her actually, you know, doing those steps. You know what I'm saying? So again, I went ahead and made one of her just painting it. I made one of her just looking at all her different creations and all her different prototypes. I also went ahead and made one of her just like, you know, just throwing a little bit of paint in the in this little container here. Also one of a very detailed and realistic what's it called, process of her just putting in the, I don't even know what, dude, I'm not a watchmaker, bro, but who cares? It looks legit, all right? And then last image here was her sketching out how it's gonna look. And bro, look at the details on this, man. Sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating, black PVD bezel. I don't even know what that means, but it looks legit, okay? So again, I played around with it, and these are gonna be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different B-roll images apart from the first one that I went ahead and created, all right? So I hope you guys are still with me. If you are, comment the word Higgs, Higgs, if you're still here. I want to see who the real ones are. All right. So step 3, send all the B-roll images that we just created. Okay. All these images, you're going to go ahead and copy them, and you're going to paste them into Claude, and you're going to ask him to create an animation prompt for Kling 3.0. Again, in this video, we're going to be using Kling 3.0. Are there other video creation tools? Yes. But for this example, we're going to be using Kling 3.0, and you're going to describe precisely what you want in each video. And again, you have to be super precise. And so I literally did that. I was like, here are 3 more images that I'll be animating with Kling 3.0. I need 1 prompt per image to show a realistic process action. And that's all you need to say. And again, just remind it, all the images are static shots. The camera does not move at all because again, we're showing creation process. It's not like she's grabbing the camera or anything, right? And we're using Kling to make sure that the prompt stays under 2,500 characters. Okay, if you're gonna be using Kling, make sure it's under 2,500 characters or else it won't let you render it. All right, so step number 4 is gonna be pasting the prompt into Kling with your image reference. And essentially how this looks like, you want to go ahead and get your prompt from Claude. And for this particular example, I'm going to show you exactly how I made her, pour the paint just like this. Okay. And so what I did here, dude, look how crazy that looks. What I did here is I went into my Claude and I went ahead and I copied this image reference here. Okay. Just like that. And then once I got it, right, once I actually made it, I went ahead and added it with the 3 other images, and then it went ahead and spit out the prompt for Kling 3.0. And so like I said, we're gonna be using this exact prompt structure right here. So we're gonna go ahead and copy it. And then what I did, okay, for this example, again, we went to video, we're gonna be using Kling 3.0, and I pasted this prompt structure all the way down here where she's pouring it, okay? And again, all I did was I pasted that there. I added the start frame, which in this example was this one, right, of her pouring it just like that. And so I got this image right here. I saved it to my computer, and then I went ahead and uploaded it into Higgsfield right here and added it to my start frame, and then I generated it, and then boom, look what came out. Perfect video, exactly what I wanted. And it's phenomenal. Super, super realistic. Okay. So now that we did that, again, just make sure that you pay attention to these settings. You want to turn off enhance. It just doesn't really look too good. And you want to make sure that you just select your desired video length. For this example, I only did a 5-second video. And you always want to generate 2 or 3 videos. You can go ahead and pick the best one. Same thing would apply with the master frames. Typically, the first video isn't going to look the best. But as time goes on, it just starts to generate better videos. So sometimes, bro, you might have to, generate 3 upwards of 6 videos to get the perfect one. And you could see like I was literally doing that until I got it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So step 4 is going to be making the hook, right? How are we going to actually reel the viewer in to watch our creation process video, right? Because I'm not going to lie to you, showing a creation process of a watch isn't the most, I want to say, entertaining thing, okay? So we want to make sure that we actually make a very good and engaging hook to just reel the viewer in. And you typically want to get inspiration from competition, right? Or similar products in the niche, and you want to be using your master frame, and you want to ask Claude, hey, listen, I want you to write me a prompt to create me the first frame of the hook. And so for this example, I went ahead and took inspiration from my own student, Elias, that just did a $91,000 a month with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go into his profile and see if I can find some concepts. And I went ahead and found this one, which I think suits our product like perfectly, where you're pretty much just showing the creation, right, of the product, and then the outcome, which is going to be the final product. And I was like, you know what? This is already validated. It got super crazy engagement. I know he made a lot of money from this style of content. And I was like, let's just go ahead and do it for the watches. Okay. And this is what you would call a contrast concept, just comparing and contrasting the creation versus the final product. Okay. And what I also did was I took inspiration from another video in the car niche that's currently going viral. And this is exactly where I not only got this transition of like the oh baby, like this, but also the sound. So I pretty much did a little bit of a Frankenstein here, okay? So pretty much what I did here, okay, is I Frankensteined my own video. If you guys know who Frankenstein is, let me give you the rundown. Frankenstein was this guy that was built in a lab by a scientist, and none of his body parts are actually his, right? They're sewn on from fucking 10, 15 different people, and then boom, they created Frankenstein. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're essentially mix and matching, audios from a viral video in the niche. Maybe we're taking a concept from another organic dropshipper that's totally in a different niche as ours as well. And we're going ahead and just compiling everything together to make our own original video, okay? And so if you want to learn more about how to actually Frankenstein, go ahead and watch this video on my channel. It's called Niche Maxing. it's insane, right? Because this is the type of style that you should be really focusing on, is not only taking inspiration from proven concepts that have done well in the past, but also adding your unique touch to really resonate with the niche that you're targeting, okay? And that's exactly what I did here, okay? You can go ahead and also watch this case study on the channel as well. And so the last step here is going to be editing the video. So let me go ahead and show you what we cooked up.
Oh, baby, can't move on. I can't move on.
And as you guys can tell, or maybe not, we actually did use real clips at the end to showcase the product, because what I've been seeing is that the best AI videos that perform the best are the ones where we're mixing real clips with AI clips so we don't get called out, okay? With this particular product, AI is not too good just yet to handle all these moving pieces, right? That is required for a watch like this. And so what I went ahead is I was like, all right, I'm going to utilize AI for the creation process, right? I'm going to utilize AI for just kind of telling the story here. I also went ahead and took the transition here from, that car video that I went ahead and showed you. But then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to steal showcase clips from my competitor and just show off the product that way. Now, can you maybe make a really realistic video with AI just like this? 100%. I've done it. It's just that I'm going off of what I've personally seen do best. And it's really when you go ahead and mix real clips of yourself either filming the product or other videos from TikTok and Instagram to make the content feel more realistic and natural, okay? And I've split tested this, right? I've done 100% AI videos. I've done some where I'm like only using 20% AI, but I would say like a good 50-50 split is really good right now, okay? Especially for this style of content where like you're positioning yourself as the creator, and AI is like an insane tool to be able to kind of tell that story rather than yourself trying to film a creation process of you making a watch, right? That's when we go ahead and utilize AI to do all that work for us. But the showcase, we take either from a competitor, random video on TikTok, or we just go ahead and film it ourselves, right? But again, I have students in my program where like they're just posting 100% AI videos and it works fantastically. It's just that for this particular product, right, a watch like this with a million moving pieces, AI is just not quite there yet, okay? But it will be in like 2 months, so don't worry about it. So yeah, that's gonna be the final step, is just editing the video on CapCut, okay? If you guys take a look at my CapCut here, I went ahead and just pasted all the clips, right, that we cooked up with Kling, just like that. I added my text right here using CapCut as well. I added my transition just like that using this text right here. And then the result, right, the final result. And again, these were all clips stolen from the competitor that I went ahead and showed you guys earlier in this video. So yeah, that's pretty much how I went ahead and edited this video. Didn't really take me long, bro. This video probably took me, I don't know, 20-30 minutes to make. So really efficient than like having to record a video yourself, okay? All right, so you're probably wondering at this point, Kevin, what makes a good image prompt, okay? Because I see a lot of people getting spammed this GIF, right? Your AI slot bores me. And what's gonna be the main pivotal difference from something that's obviously AI and something that's going to be super scroll stopping and organic? So there's going to be 4 different things that we're going to be running through. The first one's going to be nailing the environment first. It's basically describing your master frame in detail, right? How does the setting look like, the colors, the overall mood, right? Set the scene before anything else. It's just so important, right? Because your master frame is going to dictate your videos, okay? 2 is going to be being precise with framing and camera placement. So spell out exactly where the camera sits and how the shot is framed. Never let the image tool guess for you, because if you're very vague with your prompts, bro, you're going to get super vague results. All right. Number 3 is going to be using strict negatives. So no studio lighting, no professional setup, strip out every cinematic element. The goal is an organic clip that looks like it was shot on a phone. Okay. Particularly like an iPhone or an old Samsung. But not like something like a professional camera. Okay, that's gonna be our last one here. Making it look like it got shot on a phone, right? Super organic, vertical, obviously no fisheye / wide angle distortion, no depth of field ever. And I will say, depth of field is the #1 mistake that people make. That breaks the illusion, and it instantly reads as too cinematic and kills the organic feel. And that's why people are getting these crazy GIFs, every time they post a video, right? Because people just genuinely notice, okay? So if you go ahead and take a look at one of my image prompts right here that we used for this video, we have very, very precise environment description, right? Referring to the master frame, and also going over the colors and overall mood of the picture, right? So I told it, listen, lock the environment, right? Same JDM tuning garage with integrated watch designer's workbench, yada, 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 right? So I told you, like, listen, this is where I want you to be. I also told it, listen, no cinematic, no studio, no DSLR cameras, none of that stuff. And we're also going to keep that 9:16 vertical close-up photography because that's what it's native to the platform. And again, modern smartphone rear camera. Again, if you want to be even more precise, just be like iPhone 13, iPhone 14, it'll recognize it, okay? Also, framing and camera placement should be super precise. Never let the image generation tool guess for you. Give clear instructions. So again, camera and framing, I was like, listen, do a side angle third-person view of the workplace, camera position to the right side of the desk, and roughly, you know, eye level, yada, yada, yada. I even added like percentages, right? And again, I didn't personally do this, okay? AI did it for me. But again, all of this was done with AI, right? But I'm just kind of giving it a framework based off my expertise of the organic dropshipping model and what I've seen from other competitors, right? So you can even tell Claude to copy a video from, you know, your For You page by just literally sending it a screenshot, and it'll literally just break down that video from locked environment, camera framing, hands, action, everything, and then you can just go ahead and use it for yourself. Okay, a little bit of a sauce, a little bit of sauce there. All right. Also, like I mentioned, strict negatives, right? No studio lighting, no professional setup. We want to avoid every cinematic aspect in the image. So remember, don't forget, we're trying to aim for an organic video here, shot on an iPhone, not a professional looking video with perfect lighting. All right. And you guys can go ahead and take a look at this prompt right here. Super, super, super important, right? And then again, video shot on iPhone or an old Samsung, not a professional camera, no fisheye, no depth of field ever, right? Let Claude know, never, ever do this. And again, like I said, depth of field is the #1 mistake. That makes the video look unrealistic and it makes them too cinematic. And so yeah, this is gonna be the image prompt structure that we wanna work off of. Now, next one, what makes a good video prompt, okay? One is gonna be matching the camera to the shot type, all right? So again, fixed shots equals static camera locked to the input frame. By input frame, I mean the master frame. You can even do handhelds, right? Let's say you wanted your avatar holding the phone like this. You wanna ask Claude to add a subtle camera shake for realism. Again, when you hold your camera and you're taking like a video selfie or whatever it may be, you're gonna have a little bit of a shaky hand, all right? So it's super important that you add that into your prompt. Two, time every action precisely, right? You want to break the motion into second-by-second beats, right? And again, we want to be precise here, right? That's why it's super important that you even study your competition and even just see, you know, how long was this cut? How long was this video, right? Detailed, perfectly timed actions are what separates believable footage from AI slop, again. And also your video going viral as well. If you have a lot of dead space in between your clips, bro, people are just gonna click off and they're gonna keep on scrolling. #3 is locking the scene. Everything from the input image, environment, lighting, props, hands, clothing stays identical, right? We want to make it as believable as possible, okay? Consistency is key here, right? Only the described motion happens, nothing else moves, okay? #4, say what you don't want. Just as important as describing the motion, spell out your strict negatives so the tool can't improvise. So no camera movement, no warping, no extra fingers, no morphing, no overlays, right? Tell it exactly what you do not want. So again, the rule of thumb is tell it what you want and tell it what you don't want. The negatives do half the work. I'm telling you, negatives are insane, bro. Insane to really get hyper realistic videos that are consistent, okay? So again, for this example, right, if the video is filmed as a fixed shot, use a static camera, okay, prompt that. If the avatar is holding the camera in her hands, just ask Claude to add a camera shake to add realism, just like I did here, right? Again, perfectly timed and detailed actions. Just look at this prompter here. Every single second is accounted for, bro. Pencil lifts slightly, pencil lifts off, right? Sketch design is unchanged. Soft room tone, faint pencil on paper, whisper, faint pencil on paper, whisper. Bro, it's just super, super detailed, okay? And then lastly, critical rules and strict negatives. Make sure to tell Claude what you want in a prompt, but also what you don't want to see. So I told it, listen, do not move the camera, right? Keep it static. No extra or malformed fingers, all right? Don't make me look like a fucking alien. No paper shifting or floating, no labels changing, no other people. We want to keep it consistent. So yeah, guys, we pretty much just ran through the whole entire video creation workflow, step by step, A through Z. and I didn't leave anything out, okay? I know this might have sounded a little bit complicated to people here that are maybe new to this, so I highly suggest you watch this video maybe 2, 3, 4 more times to really get it down. But man, we just went through absolutely everything. And again, this was the video that we went ahead and made. And it looks absolutely phenomenal, right? Super realistic. You got to think people are scrolling for hours a day, and this video is just going to blend with the algorithm. It's so realistic. We also went ahead and mixed and matched real clips with the AI clips. And bro, this is just a phenomenal video that has the potential to go viral. Okay. So I mean, yeah, I went through the whole entire process that not only makes me hundreds and thousands of dollars a month, but also my students, right? All these case studies that you see, man, this is the exact process that they're using, okay? We didn't leave anything out on this video. So like I said, take action, actually apply this into your business and start making some money, okay? If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys do want to join FSC and get results like this, right, where I'm working one-on-one with you and teaching you how to do AI organic dropshipping and going way more into depth, right, you guys can go ahead and apply in the description below. And with that being said, guys, like I said, take action right now because AI is genuinely taking over just marketing in general, okay? And this has to be one of the most useful skills that you can be learning. And this is just as useful as learning how to use a computer back in the day, because I genuinely believe that we are currently living in a revolution, right? An AI revolution. And if you do not learn how to do this and apply it to make money, you are going to be left behind, okay? So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. In this lesson, I'm going to break down exactly how to think like a 6-figure or even 7-figure organic dropshipper and the mindset that you need when picking products, finding winning concepts, and separating yourself from 99% of the competition. A lot of you guys always ask like, yo, how do you think like the way you do about products? Like, how do you have like that long-term mindset when it comes to brand building and stuff like that? And today I'm going to go ahead and show you how, right? I hope after this video, you become this person right here, going left instead of right, saying no instead of yes, okay? So we need to start kind of breaking everything down from first principles, okay? So we need to start thinking critically and not emotionally, okay? So a lot of you, including myself in the beginning, can get caught up in the hype of new product trends, niches, and all the noise on your burner or even just YouTube, right? Well, it's not bad, you know, to kind of stay in the mix and being aware of what's currently happening in the market. You need to start thinking and making more logical decisions instead of emotional ones, okay? This is Marcus Aurelius, okay? You kind of need to be a little bit stoic about it, all right? So organic is one of those business models where you have to stay emotionless, okay? Through both the highs and the lows, business is not always consistent, especially in the beginning where you're still trying to figure things out and haven't found a winning product or built systems that create consistency, okay? So what I mean by this is that in the beginning, we are all very emotional about this business model because, you know, you eventually get your first ever sale because, you know, this is the type of business model where like you're almost guaranteed to get the results. It's just a matter of the speed in which you get them. So at one point in time, you will get your first sale and you'll feel like on top of the world. But then the next day you might be back at zero. Same thing would apply if you hit your first ever 1K day. The next day you might be down to 500, right? And you can't be emotional about these because it's just part of the game, okay? These are just things that happen on a day-to-day basis while being a business owner, especially in the beginning when you don't have it cracked just yet, right? Like right now, at my point and where a lot of my advanced students are at, like we're making money consistently every single month, like no doubt about it, right? Because we built the necessary systems and infrastructure to provide us with that sort of consistency. But in the beginning, you're not going to have it, right? And so you have to be emotionless, right? Through the good and the bad. Like even at my point now where I'm like hitting consistent 1K days, like it's almost like I don't really feel happy or sad. It just is, right? And sometimes, you know, we do really get caught on the whole emotion side of things when it comes to certain products. Like I remember when it came to my first ever pump and dump product, which was the Merc face mask. I was in love with that product, bro. I thought that was going to be the product that's going to, you know, get me to my first 7 figures. And unfortunately it wasn't, right? It only made me 30 grand, which I'm super grateful for. But sometimes you have to be able to kind of disconnect your emotions from what's best for the business, right? And, you know, you have to kind of be stoic about it. So this is probably one of the first like fundamental lessons that I did learn as a beginner, and as I climbed up, I started being even more emotionless about things, because sometimes you're gonna go through shit and you're gonna want to like fucking cry, and that's okay to cry, right? It's okay to be sad, but you need to move forward, right? If it's out of your control, it's none of your concern. Nice little quote from Mr. Marcus Aurelius here. So yeah, start thinking critically and not emotionally. All right, so next slide here is going to be first principle thinking. I know you guys heard me say that earlier in the presentation, so let's go ahead and break down the definition, okay? So first principle thinking is the process of breaking a problem or idea down to its most basic truths and then building your solution from the ground up instead of copying what everyone else is doing or relying on assumptions. So essentially what this means is just asking more questions, saying why more to literally everything that happens in your business life and even your life, right? Because a lot of us tend to assume. We all have assumptions in life, and sometimes those assumptions can take us to, not the best places when it comes to not only business, but in real life. A really good example, it's like, I've had this happen to me where, when you assume a girl likes you because she just literally glanced at you for literally half a second, you're like, oh yeah, she likes me. But that's just an assumption. Most likely not. She was probably just looking at my weird hair and she was like, oh, this guy's ugly as shit. But, you have to go ahead and question, right? So you would probably want to go up to that girl and start talking to her and actually, break everything down from first principles and think, does she actually like me or not? Same thing would apply when it comes to just questioning certain products. When you see a really good product on your burner, and by good, I mean you think it's good, you want to make sure that you go ahead and take a look at the demand and look at the analytical data to tell you the truth. Because guys, I'll be completely honest, the truth does not lie. Okay, the truth does not lie, let alone numbers. And so it's really important that you break everything down to the most constituent parts, whether you're trying to find out if this girl genuinely likes you by literally going up to her and asking her, to then you possibly going through your burner, finding a winning product and actually doing a test order, or looking through the comments for demand, and stuff like that. So that's going to be a pretty good example of first principle thinking. I also want to show you other examples of what I mean by first principle thinking. So we're going to go ahead and show you some real world examples, not some imaginary girl that doesn't even exist yet. Fuck, Brian, miss her. But the first one we're going to be talking about is Mr. Henry Ford, okay? Henry Ford, the guy that created Ford Motors, okay? So essentially, instead of asking himself, right, how do I make a faster horse? Because at that time, people would only ride horses. Henry Ford looked at the transportation system from the ground up, right? He really looked at it, he broke it down, and he asked himself, what do people actually need? Right? And the answer was faster, more reliable travel. That led to him creating the automobile, aka car, instead of improving horses. Because people at the time were telling him, bro, horses is all we need, bro. Like, what are you talking about cars? Like these wheels. What are you trying to do, bro? Like, no. Like, we need to kind of keep everything how it is and stick with like the old man mentality. Okay. And Henry Ford was like, no, bro, fuck that shit, bro. I'm going to break everything down to the fundamentals and ask, what do people actually need? It's just faster traveling, bro, more reliable travel. And so that evidently made him create the car. Okay. Imagine if we were still riding horses in 2026, pulling up to your shorties out with a horse. What are we doing? Okay. Same thing applies to people saying AI doesn't work with organic dropshipping. It's all bullshit. Shut up. What are you saying? You're so ignorant, bro. Obviously, AI does work with organic. Of course, traditional organic still works, but you saying that AI is bullshit, you're ignorant and you have an old man mentality. And so you need to start thinking from first principles and being very objective about your decisions rather than what you think is the truth. Okay, stop being so subjective. Okay, and so these were just two examples. Again, I don't want to throw shade to anybody, but there's been a lot of people in the space, bro, saying that AI don't work. Brother, it does work. I promise you that it does work. You just need to allow yourself to go ahead and use it in print, bro. Okay, just allow yourself to win, all right? And so the lesson here, guys, is that most people focus on improving what already exists, while first principle thinkers question the foundation and create something better entirely. And this could apply with AI organic. Obviously, AI organic is something that's new, it's crazy, and it works, right? But we can't forget that traditional organic still works. But why not just make it entirely better, right? Of course, you can still ride horses till this day, get from point A, from point to point B. It might take you fucking 4.5 months, but you're going to get there, right? Same thing would apply with just normal traditional organic. But why can't we just go faster, right? Introducing AI organic dropshipping, bro, we're able to go ahead and test so many products on a weekly basis. Guys, listen to me. You could pick a product from Ali. You can start making videos instantly, build up a website, get your first ever sale, all in 24 hours. Tell me a day where that was possible doing traditional organic. I'll wait. You can't, bro. Because back in the day, you had to order the product off Amazon or AliExpress, maybe wait 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, depending on like who ships it out. Then you start testing it and you figure out, oh, it's not even a winner. So I just wasted literally a month of my life, right? And now we don't necessarily have to be going through all that bullshit, okay? And so again, most people focus on improving what already exists, while first principle thinkers question the foundation, right? I question the idea of, like, what if organic doesn't have to be so fucking slave work where you're just on your knees all day recording, and we could finally just live the life where, you know, we could just be on our laptops, work more efficiently, test products more efficiently, and genuinely just make more money, all from the comfort of our home or literally anywhere, right? You can finally travel. And, you know, that's exactly what we did, right? But again, if I didn't think from first principles, it would have never happened. All right, so now that we went through that, we're gonna be discussing one of the main problems that not only beginners face, but even intermediate and advanced students of mine have faced in the past. And, you know, I would say you watching this video probably faced this at one point in time. And that's that burner mentality, okay? We always catch ourselves at one point in time only relying on the burner for us to run products, right? And this burner mentality is what keeps you on that hamster wheel of just getting on a product 1 month, pumping it, then dumping it, and then the next month you're back at zero and you're not actually making consistent money, right? And so hopefully after this slide, you'll start thinking like a first principle thinker and become a 99 mafia boss, okay? Yo, I love this game, bro. Yo, someone tell me in the comments if you ever played this shit, bro. This shit's funny. But what was I gonna say? Most people approach organic dropshipping by copying what everybody else is doing, like I mentioned. They see a product go viral, they copy the same videos, and they hope for the same result, which 9 out of 10 times does not happen. So first principle thinking is about breaking everything down to the core fundamentals and understanding why something worked in the first place, okay? So instead of asking yourself what product is winning right now, ask questions like, what problem does this solve? Why would someone stop scrolling for this product? What emotion does it trigger? Why would someone impulse buy it? Why is this video going viral? Right? And so when you ask yourself these questions, you start to learn the why behind the virality, the why behind the conversion rate, and you actually start to build an eye. But if you don't question these things, you'll never quite build an eye for products, right? If you're just like constantly brain rotting and scrolling on your burner and just being like, oh, this product is viral, I'm gonna order it, like, you're fucked. Like, you're actually so fucked if you don't study, right? You should be looking through demand, you should be studying the niche, you should be asking yourself the question of like, why would someone even impulse buy this? Does it even make sense to run organically? Why is this video even going viral? What really stopped the scroll? That's how you're gonna start building, right, the skill of picking out banger products, whether it's from your burner or, you know, AliExpress or other methods, okay? But you need to stop, you know, being so brain rot about it, okay? So when you think this way, you stop relying on competition and start building real skills. Trends come and go, but understanding human psychology, attention, and buying behavior will ultimately make you more money, right? Just learning more about the business model. All right, so now we're gonna be going over the resin pandemic, and this seems to be the only product that I'm seeing on my burner, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of discuss like how everything originated, because believe it or not, guys, we were the ones to pioneer resins back in October of last year, okay? And so it all started back in October of 2025 when my student Harper sent me this exact product in his product research sheet. So, you know, students have the ability to go ahead and send me their product research sheets for me to go ahead and just make sure that, you know, we're picking good products. So I'm the one that's physically looking at these sheets and picking winning products for the students. And so when he sent me this at first glance, you know, I thought it was a terrible product. I don't know why. And most people probably would have thought the same, right? And moved on. But this is where first principle thinking kind of came into play, because, you know, obviously this was like the first ever resin to be ran in organic, which was specifically the Zelda one. And at first glance, I didn't really see too much opportunity here, but I'm gonna go ahead and take you through my exact process of the research, right? And specifically researching the market to kind of see, okay, is this gonna be a good product to not only recommend to my student or even for myself, right, to run, right? This is exactly what I do. And so I started researching the market, right? I started doing research specifically on TikTok. That's always where I start doing my market research. And I came across a profile based in China selling handcrafted niche resin art, okay? And I noticed that the page had over 500,000 followers at that very time when I checked it. Now he has a lot more. And many of his videos were going viral simply by just showing the creation process of these resins, right? And he also had a really big following on IG and Etsy and has been making these for the last 5 years. And so by he, I mean YPC Resin, aka Mr. Chen, aka the godfather of resin, okay? So this guy is based in China, has been selling these for the last 5 years, and has a massive, massive following both on TikTok and on Instagram, okay? And I mean, now you can see how he has like 800K followers. So yeah, he's been jumping, bro. And really all he's been doing is just showing the creation process of these resins. And his first ever video actually was in 2020. So if we go ahead and take a look here, you guys can see his first ever video was, yeah, November of 2020, bro. So it's been a minute since he's been running this. And something that I noticed was that, like, bro, this guy's going so viral, but why? Okay. So I started doing more digging. Okay. And so step number 2 in my process is finding the demand. Is there actually demand behind this virality? Because most of you see a video and you think, oh, just because it's viral, I'm going to run it. No, bro. Start looking for the demand. Do you want to make money or do you want to get views? That's a simple question, okay? And so what I started doing here is I went through the profile and started noticing strong demand and engagement around the Legend of Zelda themed pieces, okay? Through this research, it became clear to me that there was a specific niche to target, a real market demand, and a huge gap in the marketing because, well, quite honestly, the creator's content wasn't even that strong, bro. And he was still going viral. Like literally all he was doing, guys, let me show you, was just showing off the product and the creation process. Look at this video, guys.
Practice and experience was so that I could make this for the world.
Like,
it was
the
necessary.
most basic video ever.
I apologize.
700,000 likes, okay?
All of my
and so I saw this and I'm like, bro, there's a massive gap just in the content because we could essentially run an already proven product that goes viral. And as you guys can see in the comment section below, all we saw was need. My jaw dropped. 5,800 likes on the need comment. That's insane. That's all I needed to see for me to be like, all right, we're gonna run this and we're just gonna run proven organic concepts that we know already go viral by nature. And now we're just gonna run a 10 out of 10 banger, right? Because you gotta understand, if this guy was already getting millions of views with these shitty concepts, you already know he has a banger because the product sold itself, okay? Another video that I saw was this one. And this ended up being the first variant that we ended up running. This little block version.
Very crabby.
Again, guys, this is back in 2023 when YPC was like the only guy in the market. And so I saw this shit and I'm like, bro, the fact that he's going viral with these shit concepts, bro, and getting insane demand, we got to run this up. Okay, so that's exactly how I not only found the account, looked into demand and kind of put the pieces together. And I was like, bro, we're going to print so much money. Okay, and remember, guys, this was all last year. AI didn't even exist, okay? So, creating the strategy. I literally felt like fucking Heisenheimer, whatever his nickname was, or fucking, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just cooking in the lab, okay? Heisenberg, there we go. I got it. So, literally, I felt like Heisenberg. I was about to start cooking, and so I started creating the strategy, all right? So, at that point, I knew I wanted Harper to run the product using the same creation style format, but with added organic dropshipping virality factors like strong hooks, better concepts, and proven content frameworks that could scale it even harder. Okay, I was literally pulling the pieces together. I then searched for the product on AliExpress, found it immediately, and I knew it was time to get to work, okay? So, removing emotion, all right? A big factor of this, and the key lesson in this example here is that emotionally, I thought the product looked terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Most people would have rejected it instantly based on personal opinion, being very subjective about it. But by removing emotion and thinking from first principles, I gathered the real data needed to make a smart decision. And Elon Musk said it perfectly, okay? Don't just follow the trend. You may have heard me say that it's good to think in terms of the physics approach of first principles, which is rather than reasoning by analogy, okay, you boil things down to the most fundamental truths you can imagine and you reason up from there. And that's exactly what I did. I removed the emotion. I started looking at the numbers because the numbers don't lie, okay? The numbers do not lie, All right, I was looking at these videos that were going crazy viral. The demand was there, and I was like, all right, the numbers do not lie. I also did do the math too. Something that I will say to a lot of you guys, if you do have the money, go ahead and start test ordering products to see how much money they actually made. But something I did was I did the math, right? I did 20,000 times. I think his product at that time was, let me see how much he was selling it on Etsy, bro. And again, bro, simple math led me to my conclusion, right? All right, so as you guys can see here, we're in his Etsy. All right, and this is exactly what I did, bro. I saw that he had 20,000 sales. He's been on Etsy for the last 5 years. And so I did some basic math. Guess what I did? I got my calculator, okay? I saw the price of each resin, which was $69, okay? And what did I do? I times that by 20,200 orders. And look what he made, 1.3 million. Okay, so look, I did the math. I saw that this guy's been printing for the last 5 years, and I was like, yeah, we're running this. Okay, so sometimes just doing the simple math, doing that test order is not only going to save you time, but it's going to show you the real analytical truth behind why you should run a product. Okay, and that's exactly what I saw. I want to engrave this to you guys. That's why I'm being so like dramatic about how I'm talking right now, because like you guys need to get this shit screwed in your head, bro. The numbers do not lie, but you got to stop being emotional about this shit. Okay. Now, the results. That exact product ended up generating over $100,000 in revenue for Harper. Okay, you guys seen the case studies. Months later, the resin niche evolved further with AI content, helping this community, right, FSE, and many other dropshippers generate close to $1 million in revenue. I can confidently say that resins have made over $1 million in the organic dropshipping space. We actually tallied up the numbers inside of FSE, and overall, we've probably made over $700,000 with resins. So it's been pretty fucking nuts. And it all stemmed from that one singular product that I went ahead and approved for Harper back last year in October. Okay. And you guys can go ahead and watch the case studies on the channel. Okay, I think one of the craziest day he had was, yeah, he had a 23K day, and then he hit a 65K week as well. So fucking nuts, all right? And the main concept that we ran at that time was this one right here. It would go crazy viral. So as you guys can see right here, that's literally all we did. That's literally all we did. We just added a text hook saying the process versus the outcome using proven Zelda sounds that we did doing sound research. And we just spammed this, bro. We actually spammed this for months, I want to say. And it worked perfectly both on TikTok and IG. Unfortunately, I can't show you his IG because he did rebrand it. But bro, it worked. It worked phenomenally. And by the way, it also did take Harper, I want to say, a month before he can actually blow up this product. And I told him, bro, listen, trust the process. I know this is going to go viral. Just trust me. And after a month of testing, he finally hit that 100K, right? With this product. So imagine he would have dropped the product after a couple of days of not going viral and being emotional about it. He would have missed out on hundreds and thousands of dollars later on. Okay, so that's also another really good example of removing the emotion out of it and just start thinking logically. Also, another thing too that I want to go over is that sometimes you need to give a product time, you know, because imagine if Harper gave up after 3 days of testing. He would have never found this out. He would have never made this money. And so sometimes you genuinely need to give a product time before you drop it. Usually I tell people, 30 to 40 posts, because you need to start testing more concepts, bro, right? Like maybe the first 3 days of testing, nothing hits because you've only tested like 2-3 concepts. But as time goes on and the more ideas you get and the more creative you get, you'll eventually hit one, right? And once you hit, then you go ahead and see, okay, is this worth my time, right? Because I remember vividly the first ever video that went viral for Harper wasn't anything crazy. It was like a 50K view video, but based off that 50K view video, we saw that the demand was crazy. And so I was like, all right, we're going to keep on running this until we go even more viral. And so when he saw that, he kind of did see a little bit more like light at the end of the tunnel, which evidently fucking worked. So sometimes these mini little outliers, like I'm talking like 50K view videos, 100K view videos, can tell you enough data about, the product, right? Because usually as you go more viral, it almost kind of amplifies, right? So if you're already getting really good demand at, 50K views, it's probably going to get a lot better at 1 million views. It's only going to amplify more. And so going back to what I was saying, right? Like just give it more time. Give your products more time and stop thinking like a fucking brain rot person, okay? Because I see a lot of you guys only testing products for 2-3 days and then dropping it if it doesn't go viral. Like, bro, give it more time because you never know. All right? So, the conclusion. The biggest difference between people who stay stuck and people who win in organic dropshipping is how they think. Most people move off of emotion, they chase hype, they copy others, and quit way too early. Winners stay logical, think from first principles, and make decisions based on the data instead of the feelings. Remember, guys, the numbers never lie. The demand never lies. The market never lies, okay? And so if you can train yourself to think critically, spot hidden opportunities, and stay consistent through the ups and downs, you'll separate yourself from 99% of the competition. And, products will always change. Trends will always come and go, but strong thinking and real skill will always pay you. YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another case study on the channel. Today we're back with Mr. Elias here. He just hit a $91,000 month, 30K week, and 10K day, okay?
Yes,
so
sir.
If you guys don't know who Elias is, this guy is a printer, certified printer. We're going to be going over everything. We're going to be going over the exact product he ran, his content, how he found the product, and most importantly, what niche he picked to make all this money. So Elias, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the channel for the people that don't know you, the floor is yours, bro.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Elias. I'm Tunisian. I live in France. I just turned 21. And I made a 91K a month, and this is my second case study on this channel.
Yeah, bro. So you originally came with, your first case study with us was a 60K month, correct?
Exactly.
And now you're back and you hit a 90K month. So how are you feeling, bro? Genuinely, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, bro, crazy, bro. Like, I feel so good. Like, just my life changed, and I called it in the first case study. I called it like I wanted to come back with 100K a month.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah.
We're 9K off, but dude, still $91,000 in a singular month at 21 is absurd. Absurd.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your life before making all this money, your life before organic. How was that genuinely? Because, right now you probably feel on top of the world. Life is good, but it was probably not always like that. So let's kind of go over the beginning stages of your journey.
Yeah, I mean, at 18 years old, I left my country to study in France, so alone with my girlfriend. And well, I was just like a basic college student, like with no money, broke, living off $600 a month. And I was like, no way. Like I had to change something. I actually started with, I tried SMMA, bro.
Really? Bro, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I think we all started
Yeah, we
with
all
SM.
did.
Yeah, bro. Like I was cold calling some businesses, and then like I realized that I needed to have a legit business, like open my business. And while doing that, I was like, okay, let's try and learn TikTok content with organic. And I never stopped. Always done organic. It's been 3 years, and it was not that. It wasn't like rainbow and sunshine. Like it was sometimes good, sometimes bad. No consistency. No, because I was targeting the French market. And 2 years and a half later, 6 months ago, I decided to join the program.
Right.
And yeah, bro, everything. I was at this time I was down so bad. I already said it in the first case study, but 3K in debt. Had rent to pay. I have my girlfriend I need to take care of. Just life, being able to eat.
Right.
And I dropped out of school just to go all in. And then life is not fair sometimes. Like it's not like the TikTok edits.
No.
Like you don't just drop out and everything looks good after. And yeah, I struggled a lot. And then, bro, I joined the program, and genuinely my life changed.
Right. Right. So before joining the program, what were some of the main difficulties that you had with the business model of organic, right? What were some of those struggles that you were going through before joining FSC?
Definitely product selection.
Okay.
definitely. My content was pretty good. Like I knew how to master the aesthetics, but when it comes to product selection, I was struggling, bro. Like it was hard, especially when I tried to switch to the US market. This is where everything started to go sideways, but I didn't want to quit. Like I didn't want to just focus on the French market. I knew I had to sacrifice the good for the great,
Right.
you know. So I really aimed for those huge numbers that I was seeing on the case studies, and I said, yeah, I need a mentor.
Right.
Like,
right. And before joining, you said you had already made about like 100K rev in like 2 years, right? Or okay, 2 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it took you 2 years to make 100K. And then after joining the program, how much additional money did you make?
Well, I think I did in 6 months. I did over 150K, maybe
Right.
more, but around 150K in 6 months.
In
Not even
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Less than 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, less
That's
than six
insane.
months. 150K with I think around 65% margins, bro.
Right. Right.
This
That's
is just
incredible.
insane, bro.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So the people are probably itching right now, like, yo, what product was he running? So if you want to go ahead and reveal what exactly got you to this 91K month, let's go ahead and see it, bro. Let's break it down.
Let's go. Let me share my screen. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So here is the dashboard. So in 1 month, from March to April, 91K a month.
That's insane, bro. Can you do a refresh for the haters?
Yes, sir.
Let's see it. Bang.
Boo.
Bang. Okay.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. 91K, 862 orders. Any highlights that month?
Bro. 9.8, almost a 10K day. The first day of dropping the website.
First day of dropping the website.
Yeah, it was like no joke. It was the second day of testing the product.
Right.
Like I made money right away with this product, and it was just crazy. Like hitting every day, like 3K, 2K, 1.9, 3, 2.
Oh my gosh.
Like all I was printing.
All of
bro,
March
and,
you were printing.
Yeah, and then I did a 7K, 8K day. I mean, it was super consistent.
Right. Dude, not even nothing under like 500 a day with this.
Never, yeah. I just had one bad day for no reason here, $200. I don't know why.
Just randomly.
But then just, bro,
wow.
just crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you said you also had like a 30K week?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that crazy week. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the first week here.
Bro, that's actually nuts. That's actually nuts.
Week.
So for the people that don't know like the name of your brand, go ahead and explain your product, bro. Like what were you running specifically? Because I know you were the first ever one to this insane product that seems to be all over my burner at this point, right? You pioneered this particular product. So if you want to go ahead and break that down, what you ran, what niche, and yeah.
I mean, do I just like show maybe a video?
Yeah, show a video, and then
go.
talk about it. Talk about how you pioneered this essentially.
So I think if you guys are just doing dropshipping and just scrolling on the burner, you must have seen this. So it was a resin lamp in the Lord of the Ring niche. Here it is.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I can show another video.
Yeah, yeah. Little cooking concept there. And just to preface, right, this was all done with AI, correct?
Yeah.
You didn't film a single video here.
No. I don't even have the product, bro.
You never touched the product, nothing.
I never touched the product, no.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah, I mean,
okay. So you were the first one, essentially, to resins, correct?
Yeah.
First
I mean,
ever
with
one.
AI.
With AI, right?
With
We can't take that from Harper, right? Harper was the first ever one to run a resin organically, but then after that, you were the one to run it with AI back in March, right? When you first kind of pioneered this. So yeah, bro, kind of go over like your process of finding the product, testing it, what made you go with Lord of the Rings, right? and how you essentially pioneered this insane product that's probably made close to 7 figures now in the whole organic dropshipping space. So yeah, bro.
I mean, first of all, how I found the product. I mean, I can't really leak the research method that I used.
Right.
But like we have some crazy knowledge, of course, in
Yeah.
the Discord about AI. But I'm gonna say that I used AI to find the product.
Okay.
And I actually found it, and I was doing some deep niche research in the Lord of the Ring niche.
Okay.
Why the Lord of the Ring niche? Because a few months before, Kevin actually gave me a product in this niche that I had some issues with about fulfilling, but I saw the potential of the niche. Like I saw how passionate they were. They're pretty like they're not that young. Like they're around 30 years old, so they have money, and they're super passionate, like insanely passionate. As soon as they see something linked with the niche, it goes instantly viral. So I knew I had to do something. I saw the product, it looked super good, and I was like, yeah, I think I can pull this off with AI. And I just had to. So I looked at Harper's account. I saw the content that he was making, and it was mostly stitch clips. And I was like, yeah, I can do this with AI. So I just had to replicate his most viral video, but take the best part of his videos and implement the best part of my niche. So the sounds and the environment and the text hook.
Mm-hmm.
And literally the second day, bro, blew up. I hit like 8 million views on IG. Like that was never been done before with AI.
Right.
On organic, of course.
Right.
With an organic, like now the record has been done again, but
yeah,
at the time, bro, 8 million views was just crazy. Bro.
Yeah, for AI, for 100% AI video creation, bro, it's insane. Like you were one of the first or the first on Instagram to blow up like that, which evidently made you a lot of money. So talk about like, what do you think like made this product convert so high? Was it like the content? Was it like the hand creation? Was it just the overall niche, the quality of the video? What do you think?
I think it's definitely the niche, a really high converting niche, since it's a kind of high ticket product.
Right. How much were you selling it for?
So I think like all products had 3 sizes, and the smallest size was at like $90.
Right.
And the biggest was at like 180.
Oh wow.
And everyone was taking the biggest size.
Really?
Yeah, everyone,
Holy.
bro. And I had like some crazy orders, like 1K orders, things like that. So yeah, people were really passionate about this.
Right.
And also, yeah, the concepts were pretty good, like the handmade angle. And yeah, I mean, overall, the environment of the videos, like they scream Lord of the Ring, you know?
Right. Right. You nailed the background, the avatar, the overall vibe as well. Like you did your research, and you said most of your research was done with AI, correct? To do that like really deep research.
Exactly. With all the knowledge that you teach in the Discord,
right?
And that is in the Discord, you kind of learn how to really do research on your ICP or your niche in general.
Right. So where were you getting most of your concepts? You said from Harper, right? Most of them, or were you just kind of like looking at your burner and cross-referencing? How were you getting your ideas?
So I was looking at, so first, when I start a product, my method is to first replicate the most viral content out there. So I took the videos from Harper, since he was kind of the only one running a product like that in organic. And then I was looking at small businesses.
Okay.
So small businesses, and this is sauce. You need to take inspiration from actual businesses on IG and TikTok, because they are the definition of organic content. Like they don't have everything we know with organic. They make real content, like really human content, relatable content, and they're just the best for inspiration. And I had a burner really optimized in that niche, and especially in all the dark fantasy, Lord of the Ring, uh, every niche that kind of falls into this, and where people were just like marketing some small handmade product, and I was taking inspiration from them.
Right, right. That's crazy. So that's kind of like your workflow in terms of, I mean, obviously what you did for this product. Obviously, right now you're running different types of products.
Yeah.
But would you say like optimizing a burner to the niche that you're targeting, and also like other brands, small businesses, is something that you kind of need to do at this point?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because like once you test all the viral and proven concepts, like you need to be thinking of new way of going viral, and especially if you're running a product that is being run by other people, because honestly, products don't really saturate, but concept do.
Right. And you were the one like pioneering a lot of these resin concepts, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what's one example of a concept you pioneered?
I mean, the creation process that we just saw
Yeah, with just
with
the
AI.
hands.
Yeah. I was also the first one to manage to do the 3-to-1 with AI.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy because people all use my prompts until now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
when
were
I
the one
when
that
I
found
drop
the prompt to do the 3-2-1.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, overall, like I was doing some. Let me try and find. Yeah, there was a concept, bro. I was going viral over and over again with. Uh, Wait, sorry. Just let me put the sound. It was this one.
Think that it's possible. You have
Yes.
to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. You have to believe it's possible. Okay? And when you believe something is possible,
That's crazy.
everything else
Yeah,
will figure itself
this is a
out.
crazy concept. I remember you were doing this on Instagram specifically. You were split testing the crap out of this, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was split testing, bro. Hey, this video was going viral over and over again, like every time.
I know. I remember.
Yeah.
So talk about that. How was like your split test process on Instagram? Because a lot of people are, tend to ask me like, yo, how do you split test specifically on IG? Like, what are some things that really helped you be able to provide you with this sort of like longevity for such a saturated and ran product,
Yeah, so let's say I have 1 hour of filming in my calendar, so I know I need to, I mean, not filming but editing,
Right.
since I'm not filming anymore. But yeah, before making my videos, I take 30 minutes before just dedicated to split testing. So I will go ahead and just tweak a little bit. This is especially for IG and Facebook. Tweak a little bit my videos, like just change maybe a word or an emoji in the text hooks, or maybe the sound, and try to find the perfect formula, like where this video will blow up. And I always do this, so I always like split test between 3 and 4 videos, and that takes literally like 15 minutes, and even less. And on top of that, I make original videos. So like this, I can post, let's say, 8 to 9 videos a day, in 1 hour and a half. And I mean, I've done that for the project that I was running on my last case study.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how I got my biggest day. I think it was 13K a day or 14K a day.
Yeah.
It was actually a video on Facebook that was getting, I think, 60K views every time I was posting it. A special hook that was like getting 60K views. And I knew, like, when I looked at this video, I knew it could go viral. So I was just split testing the video. And after 2 weeks of posting the same video over and over again with some small tweaks, I found the perfect formula with the perfect sound, with the perfect text placement. And it just got like 6 million views, 30K a day. Like, so definitely especially on Meta, so TikTok and IG, y'all need to be split testing the videos, like,
right.
for sure.
I feel like people like kind of oversee that and don't really like analyze their videos and analyze the data, because you're almost like a scientist, bro. Like you're changing a couple of things, right? You're
Exactly.
coming up with a hypothesis that evidently worked for you, right? But if you don't test and genuinely know how to split test, then you're never gonna make it work. And you said it took you like over what, a week and a half, 2 weeks,
2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks to get to that point where you finally cracked the code on that video and you were able to hit that crazy day, right? And I think that split testing is one of the most powerful things that you could learn, specifically on Meta, both Facebook and IG, because it genuinely works if you know what you're doing. And it's like, bro, you're not even having to really do too much, right? You're just kind of like, just looking at the data. You're choosing what worked. You're leaving, what didn't work, and you're coming to a hypothesis essentially. And it's a fucking glitch, bro. It's literally a money glitch once you know how to, do it. Because you're not really, having to, film the video. Well, technically, you are supposed to refilm a video every time you split test, but on Facebook, bro, you know how it is, bro. You could genuinely just be reusing clips, upload the same video after 2 days and still get views. So I would say Facebook has a massive part into, the money that you made, but also Instagram as well. We cannot forget that. I would say those are the two most powerful platforms at this very moment, because you can't really do that with TikTok, right? With TikTok, you have to literally come up with original content every single video, and it has to be completely different. So it does take a little bit of work, right? Or more work. But bro, IG and Facebook is an absolute glitch right now.
This is some insane sauce, bro.
Yeah, I know.
What we just said.
Yeah, I know. I hope people actually take action with this and just, don't listen and forget about it.
But don't get lazy, because I see some people just split testing. They make videos for a week and then they just split test.
Right.
Like use this as a way to double the input.
Yeah.
Not the output. Yeah, double the input. So you will, instead of making just 4 videos, you will be making 8 a day.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can have multiple like winning videos, right? Like you could have a creation process video that you split tested to perfection and it's printing you money consistently. Then you can have like a run to concept, and then you can maybe have another one that's more of like a contrast, right? Where you're comparing like a crap version versus your product. And so like, dude, like there's so many ways that you could consistently print. And it's like you said, you don't want to rely with only one video. Like you want to have multiple winners that are just consistently making you go viral, because it's genuinely a glitch. So let's talk about the profit margins on this product. What were they at specifically? Because I know you had a lot of upsells in place, right, to up AOV. So if you had a guess, or if you know the exact number, what was the profit margin on these resins?
Around 60%.
60%.
Around 60%. Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if you remember, but you helped me a lot on this.
Yes.
Also the conversion rate.
Yep. I remember we ABCD tested your product page, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you told me to make some A/B tests with the catching bundle.
Yes.
And I just went crazy on that, bro. Like I was literally split testing every single aspect. Like I was testing multiple offers, so discount plus free gift, or free gift only, or I don't know, like huge discount. I was testing everything. I left it for a week or 10 days to gather data, and then I just looked at what was giving me the best AOV and the best conversion rate. And yeah, bro, I mean, I think my conversion rate was like at 0.2 at the beginning, like the first day, and I managed to do a 10K a day. So imagine this with this 0.7 conversion rate.
Oh my god.
That would go crazy, bro.
Yeah, you would have made probably a lot more money.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know what the math is on that, but you would have made a lot more.
Yeah, bro.
Cool. So how does it feel, bro? How does it feel to be the one that pioneered the AI resins? Genuinely.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, that's like, till this day, bro. Like it's been more than a month now since I was starting this product, and till this day, a lot of people are running resins. Like there is maybe people watching this video that are running resins right now.
100%.
Yeah, and there is new variations coming every single day.
Yes.
And beside the money and everything, I'm proud of this. Like I'm proud of being kind of the one starting this wave.
Right.
Because organic has been my whole life for 3 years now, and like being the reason of one trend or wave in organic, Like I'm pretty proud of it. Like I told
Yeah.
my parents, bro.
I mean, bro, not only did you make an absolute bag with resins, but probably countless people watching this video or, you know, doing organic, bro. Like
Yeah.
you've literally saved a lot of people, right? You've made
I
so
hope.
much people money. Bro, I know guys that did like 100K weeks with resins, you know? And it's all because of you. Like you're the one that kind of introduced it to the space. You kind of paved the way for everyone. And, you know, a lot of people did make money, I will say.
Yeah, and in the server, bro, I was giving like the contacts also
Yes. Do you want to talk about
for
that? How, don't talk about like who, but talk about how you were essentially helping people run unsourceable variants that
yeah.
evidently made crazy money because you couldn't just source it on Ali.
So there was two phases for that. The first phase was actually I was sourcing them from a factory in Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and this factory in Vietnam was actually hand making them,
Right.
and they were shipping it to China because they're close to each other. Shipping it to China to my private supplier, and then he was taking care of the shipping, Shopify, and everything. So yeah, this was the first wave, and then after this private supplier got smart and was like, okay, now I need to be making the custom variation myself, and I was actually talking with him about this, bro, because like yeah, you know who I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah,
about, but
yeah.
we're talking often, bro. Like he's a friend now.
Right.
Like he's really a friend. And yeah, I mean, he upgraded all the quality of his lamps, and I was just helping him out, you know. So I was sending his contact to everybody running lamps, and I was like, yeah, tell him I sent you. So now he got a lot of customers thanks to me, and now we have a super good relationship,
Oh, I
bro.
bet, bro.
Last time we literally like on my new product we were having a hard time to find a good variation to source,
Yeah.
and we legit talked I think 35 minutes straight on WhatsApp on messages, like him and me going back and forth trying to find the perfect supplier, you know.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I mean, having a good relationship with the supplier is the best thing you could ever have.
Right. Right. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, like you probably made him a lot of money as well, right?
Yeah,
So
bro.
everyone won in this equation.
Should have got an affiliate link or something.
Yeah, right. Use code Elias for resins. So okay, cool, bro. That's awesome. That's awesome. Talk about okay. Let's talk about AI, right? Like this is obviously like a big play, right? Talk about your experience with it, how it really helped you in terms of not only the research but the video creation, and pretty much how you pivoted from just only doing traditional organic, right, filming videos, to now only doing AI, where you don't necessarily have to record, wait for products, be on your knees, do all that crap. So yeah, talk about like that transition and how you felt at that very moment where like you cracked the code with these resin lamps using 100% AI. Like, how are you feeling? You're probably like,
Bro, I mean, this was the biggest issue in organic. Like bro, it was the trenches.
Right.
Like I was waking up every day, setting up my lights, my soft boxes, like I was a fucking streamer. My girlfriend used to be mad at me because like it was messy after, bro. I was filming like 4 products a day.
Right.
I used to be ordering for each product on Amazon. I was ordering like stuff to make perfect backgrounds, you know, and you don't even know if the product will work or no. And also, you find a product and you need to wait. Like if you're lucky and it's on Amazon, it's just one day. But if it's a product only on AliExpress or only your private supplier can source, you need to wait a month.
Yeah,
Almost a month.
at least.
And by the time you wait, maybe someone run the product, you know, or yeah, I mean, it was hard. And then I saw this AI opportunity after a certain call we had with the Discord, and it worked pretty fast for me. Like I think the second or third product that I tested with AI, thanks to you, of course, because Kevin is a glitch. Like, honestly. Yeah. No, bro, I'm telling you, like you're a glitch. Like having someone picking the products that you're selecting, and especially Kevin not selecting like just dumb products and really like seeing the long-term vision on the product. It's a glitch. I mean, yeah. Apart from that, yeah, the third product or second product just boom, and it was my 60K month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not filming anymore. I spend my whole day at this desk. I don't need to be touching my phone. You know, my phone is in the other room. I'm just focused on the screen, prompting, and yeah, I mean, we have the whole workflow. Like in the Discord, we teach you teach the workflow,
Mhm.
and it's pretty easy to learn, honestly.
Right.
And
You teach
yeah,
it too, bro. You're a coach now, so you
yeah,
also
that's
help a
right.
lot. You also
That's
help a
right,
lot.
bro. That's right. Yeah.
You're a big piece to this puzzle as well, and Harper. So,
Thank you, bro.
yeah, you guys kind of like cracked the code in terms of like automating the whole process, the workflow, right? You were also doing a lot of traveling as well. Like you went to Marbella, you know, for a couple days,
Yeah.
just life maxing a little bit and also printing. I remember you sending me like screenshots of like crazy days while you're just chilling, right?
Yeah, bro. I mean, before hitting my first win, my first 60K a month, I didn't travel for more than a year, and I was just like trenching every day. I was
Dude,
getting
I remember
crazy.
that call we had. You were like, bro, I
Yeah.
want to go on vacation. I'm like, bro, just wait. Just wait like another month. And then that was the month that you blew up.
I was just having like the 1K a days, you
Yeah.
know. It was huge for me. And I was like, yeah, Kevin, like now I made money. Can I go on vacation? What do you think? And you were like, no, bro. Like just wait. And you were right, because afterward, bro, you know, the rest is history.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and yeah, for this product, I was more comfortable. I was making the videos in advance. I planned really well my vacations, and I was just living the life, bro. It was so good. Like I went to south of France for a few days, and then yeah, I went also to Marbella, and
Yes.
everything was planned. The same amount of videos was posted every day. It was just good, bro. Being here on the beach, you know, and seeing the sales and not being like, oh no, I need to get back home to work because I'm not making money. It was just crazy, bro. My biggest week was on vacation. Like the
Yeah.
30K week, I was in the south of France.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. Like, even just hearing you say that, right? Like, if I was like in the past, right? If I like took a little time machine to when I first started organic, I would have been like, there's no way this is real, right? You're telling me you can make money while on vacation and use AI? You know, like, bro, I would have dreamed. I would have dreamed for times like this when I first started, bro. And I feel like that's why like people are getting so many results in here because they're able to test so much more frequently, right? Way quicker as well, and you know, automate the whole entire process, right? Where you, like you said, you don't have to wait a month for a product to come in and then, you know, have 10 competitors run it by the time it gets to you, you know? And that's like one of the main constraints that we had since the beginning, bro. You know, especially living in a country like France, right? Or even other European countries, right? Like, you know, the wait time is sometimes double compared to people in the US, right? So even for my international guys that are watching this video, it's like, bro, you can generally hop on a product same day, cook up a website, get your first ever sale, and genuinely print all in 24 hours, right? Without ever physically touching the product, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a dream.
It's just a dream, bro. Like it's literally like the perfect dream for an organic dropshipper like 1 year ago, bro.
Yeah.
Like so insane, bro. I found the product, and the same day at night I was already prepared with 3 videos to post.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same day. Imagine, like, only paid ads, guys.
That's what I'm
were doing
saying.
this.
It's like almost
Yeah.
all the benefits of paid ads, but just more profit, you know? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's
And
what we always wanted.
yeah, bro. And the border between paid ads and organic is getting thinner and thinner.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Dude, a lot of paid ad guys are hopping to organic just to kind of make
Exactly,
more money,
bro.
you know? Just to profit more, right?
Profit, bro. Yeah.
It's all about profit, bro. Profit feeds the family. What do they say? Profit feeds the family, revenue feeds the ego. I mean, it's true, bro.
Oh, bro. Yeah. That's right. I mean, what is the point, you know, making 100K with 10% profit?
Right, right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So what would you say is like your favorite part about FSE now? Because I know last time I asked you the same question when you hit that 60K month. Like, did you see some differences in the community, even like yourself as well, like just mentally, right? From being the man that can make 60K a month to the man that can make, you know, technically $100,000 a month. Like, did you
Yeah.
see any differences in yourself, and also talk about like some shifts in the community as well?
I mean, bro, it's just a family. Like, honestly, it's just a family. Everyone in here is here for the same goal. Like, no one is lazy. Everyone is working. Everyone is logged in. If you need something, there will be always someone replying. And even before I made money, I met some legit friends, bro, in the server.
Yeah.
Like I met some legit friend that I talk to every day. We call every day, and we just want to meet up. But the structure of the server is really good. I mean, the one-on-one calls with you, of course, it's crazy. Like actually being able to talk with you for a long call where you actually care. Like you're not just. I'm repeating myself from the first case study, but I was in another program once, and it was just like you hop on a call. You had a 10-minute call, 10-minute call with the coach, not the main guy. 10-minute call, and the guy was just looking at your account, looking at your last 3 videos, and was like, oh, "Okay, this is good, this is bad, blah blah blah." That's it, bro. Kevin is genuinely deep diving into your accounts, looking at what is working, what is not. He's helping you. He's giving new accounts like other competitors or other concepts that you should be trying. And I don't know how you do it, but bro, you remember the products of every single product of every single student, you know. And yeah, even the group calls, bro. We have three calls a week.
Yeah, 3 group calls a week now.
3 group calls a week, bro. And the group calls are super good, like super good. Like every time we're like going over a subject, having a Q&A at the end. Everyone is talking, everyone is sharing some sauce, and even like that's crazy how even the beginners are teaching you sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like the Omar.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Omar, the last video he made where we talked about it, bro.
Dude,
the hook he made.
Insane. Yeah, we're gonna have him on next case study. Dude, Omar, pro, complete beginner, bro. Joins the fucking server after what, a month and a half? Like he's already doing like 30K months, and he's teaching like advanced guys, like crazy advanced hooks, all done with AI. Because I remember, bro, we literally, he leaked this product on the call, and we were like, bro, what? Like you made this?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
like anyone can do this. I feel like anyone at this point, even if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced guy, like you can get on AI, because it's not that hard right now. I feel like,
bro, my brother is 36 years old or 35. I'm not sure. Like he's not into those AI type or even TikTok or IG. Like he's not in this world, you know. And I think in maybe 2 hours, he learned AI.
Yeah.
You know, and he was just making videos like this.
Right.
So it's pretty simple, and especially when you have the right guidance
Right.
on how to apply all this AI to a real marketing. You know, like actually think like a marketer.
Yeah.
With a good product combined with a good product, bro, it's just money.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
at the end.
Because AI is just a tool that we use to amplify our knowledge of the business model, right? If you could have the best AI ever, but if you don't know how to utilize it correctly for organic marketing, you're not going to make money, you know?
Of course.
So it goes hand in hand, for sure.
Exactly, because if you have AI and you don't have the whole organic knowledge on the concepts that works, and it's just organic but without filming.
Yeah.
So you still have to come up with concepts at the end.
Yeah, and pick products as well that are going to make you money.
Exactly, yeah.
100%. Well, dude, this was crazy, bro. This was crazy. Any last words for the people? There's probably going to be a couple thousand people watching this. Any last words for them?
I mean, if you're in a bad spot right now, you're maybe not making money, or you're struggling in your debut. I mean, it sounds super simple, and like everyone's saying that, but just never quit. Like never quit. Actually, I spent 6 months with 0 results before joining the program. People were actually calling me crazy. Like I'm not just saying this like that. Like my friends were calling me crazy to just go all in. What is the word, bro? Stubborn?
Yeah, be stubborn. Yeah.
Be stubborn. Like actually be stubborn. and work your ass off. Like you should be going all in. And if you can, if you wanna invest in knowledge and education, pick a mentor. It will like it's literally life changing. And you can either trust me or no, but Kevin is a fucking goat when it comes to mentoring, advices, and he knows what he's talking about, and he cares, and he is here. Like he's not just the face of the program. Not like no, he is in the program. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. And thank you, Kevin, for changing my life, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad that I was able to make an impact in your life, and also, you know, you too, bro. You made a massive impact to a lot of people in this space. So, you know, I hope people found some value in this video. Drop some comments for Elias, right? Maybe say a thank you. But this was crazy, bro. I genuinely appreciate you coming on and kind of talking about your story and how you made this work. And I hope people that watch this video find some value. Okay.
I'll come back.
Yeah, dude. We got Q4 still, bro. This is technically like Q2, so
200K a month loading, bro.
Yeah, it's loading, bro. It's loading. So just wait. We're gonna most likely have Elias on, so get used to seeing his pretty face on this channel because it's just gonna be a reoccurring thing, right? So,
Yes,
YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys want to join FSC, you guys can go ahead and apply in the description below. And with that being said, Elias, one more time, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another case study on the channel. Today, I got my boy Omar here. He just got off a $41,000 month doing AI organic dropshipping. And today, we're going to be revealing his product that got him to that place. This is going to be a really, really special one because I know you guys love when we leak products. And this one is an absolute banger. So Omar, before joining FSC, you know, what were you really struggling with the most when it came to organic and just really even your mentality too?
So I was in another mentorship. It was cool, but not like, when I compare it to this Discord, it's like, wait, bro, the sauce you give on your Discord is like way better. The product selection was like the main thing why I joined. I really wanted help with product selection.
Right.
And also I wasn't into AI at all until I joined to your mentorship. I saw all the sauce about AI. I was like, what the fuck? Let me get into it. Also, when I saw your videos, you gave a lot of sauce on your videos. So I was like, no one is giving too much sauce now on YouTube. Like you gotta find your own ways. And I was like, damn, the guy looks genuine. I was like, let me try and join. But the thing is that I had like $2,000 to my name during that time. I was struggling because I wasn't getting help from the other Discord. So I was talking to my fiance. I was like, hey, like should I join this guy? This guy looks like genuine and everything. She was like, oh, like just make sure everything is good. Like don't just get in without making your research, all that. So I was like, but I don't have the money though. Like I don't have the money to join. And she was like I'll give you the money. Like I know you're gonna make it back, but just make sure everything is good. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on my credit card. You know, I got it. Like as soon as I join, I'm gonna make money. Watch me. I'm always like that confident, and when I say things, I always do it, bro.
Right.
That's something about me. I trust myself, and I always go for it. And yeah, the first month, I made the money back. I paid my credit card, and I put it on my Amex because I gotta pay like before the month. I was like, I'm not being a bitch putting it on another credit card.
Right.
I'm paying it in full. So yeah, and then I was like, okay, I have now a pay rent was due. So those $2,000 that were out of my mind, you know?
Right.
So I only had $35. That's when I screenshotted.
Yeah.
Remember I sent you a screenshot?
We could even pull it up here, you know, it's for people to see. Yeah. Like no joke, you were down to your last $30, bro.
Yeah. I had $35. I took a screenshot and I told my fiance like, I'm not gonna move from that fucking chair until I make money. Like I'm not gonna move from that chair. I'm not gonna go out. I'm gonna stay here. And that week I made 8K with another product that I used to run.
Right.
So before this month, I did 20K the first month I joined FSC, just for you guys to know. So I was like, damn, it's crazy how everything can change in 1 month.
Yeah, literally. So first month 20K, second month 41K, and then you were telling me even before this call that, before joining, you had made roughly how much total revenue in like 2 years?
Total revenue in 2 years, like 50 or 60K, something like that.
Right.
Around there.
And you just made that in 2 months, which is
It's
insane.
crazy.
Just insane. And that's what I feel like with you, bro. Like you really put your back against the wall. Like you gave yourself another option. And I genuinely believe, bro, that like that brings out another beast inside of you that you never knew you even had, bro. Because bro, the progression from like when I first hopped on a call with you till like now is just night and day. Like you've learned so much, especially when it comes to AI, bro. Like your videos are nasty, bro. They're nasty. And guys, don't worry, we will be breaking down his videos, the product, everything. But it's just truly inspiring because even when you sent me that screenshot that you were down to your last 30, I was like, holy shit, bro, that's insane. But I always had that feeling with you, bro. Even when I first got to know you, I was like, this guy's gonna fucking make it. I don't know if you're Latino like me, me, us Latinos, man, we're putting on, bro. You're Mexican, right?
Mexican.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Los Mexicanos way. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. But okay, bro. So if you want to talk about your product that got you to the majority of the 40K, we won't leak the other two just because we're gonna reuse those accounts. But we can kind of go ahead and break down your account. If you want to share your screen or whatever, we can go ahead and show the people.
Let me put up my Instagram.
So you were the Red Vibe Cap all along.
Yes. That was me.
So when did you start? When did you start this this account? Because I remember when I first picked this product out for you, when you sent me your PR sheet, you were kind of late to it. I'm not gonna lie, right?
Yeah, there was like 4 people before me. You told me to run it. I was like, let's go.
Is that a 31 million view video?
Which one?
Go up. Keep going up. All the way to the left, where it says the experiment, right under the ball guy. 31.3 million. Bro, here, turn the sound on. Bro. Got it. So you were mainly doing these like progression, transformation style of format, right?
Yes. So first I was getting success from TikTok.
Okay.
From TikTok, just doing the regular concepts like those right here.
And I'm feeling good.
And you were really targeting like workers, right? Like everyday workers, like UPS drivers, FedEx drivers.
Yeah, I was trying to find just people like who wear hats.
Mm-hmm.
That way, like construction, USPS.
Right. And this is all AI, by the way, right? This is there's no stitch clips, nothing. Like this is pure AI.
No, I don't like doing stitches.
Right.
So I got success from those videos in TikTok, and also like from this kind of video.
This was me 90 days ago, before using this red therapy hat.
This was my first day. You can just like that.
Right.
Those work on TikTok, but I was like, I need to get more views on Instagram, Facebook. That's where you print. You can have like a banger account. You can reuse it.
Right.
So it's like, okay, what can I do different? So I was trying. I made that concept as well. This one right here.
Oh, you were the first one to it. Like you pioneered it.
Yeah, I was trying like different concepts that way I could be different from everyone else.
Right. And at that time, how much were you making with the product? Like during the early days, like not anything crazy, right?
I hit 7K in like 10 days.
Okay. Like during the beginning, before you really got your breakthrough, which will obviously kind of break down that concept that you went crazy with. But.
Yeah. So the first month that I was in FSC, it was 7K with one product, 7K with another, and 8K with another, and one of them was this one. That's when I made the 20K ref.
Yes.
And then after that month, I did the new concept, this one, and that's when everything blew up.
Right. Do you want to go ahead and show it?
Yeah.
You bet.
Saving for another day, 'cause you just never had the heart. Now they just drift further apart from you.
Bro, this is so good. This is so good. So let me ask you, like, how did you come up with this concept? Because it's completely original. None of your competitors were doing it. So how did you even do this, bro?
Yeah. So I was in Pinterest looking for avatars, to use for my videos. I was looking for a doctor.
Okay.
I was looking for a doctor, and I saw this guy with a quote.
Right.
Like, damn, what if I do like a before and after? Because I know that Instagram likes those kind of concepts. So I was like, what if I do like a rat with no hairs? And then he takes out the red light, now he has hair. So like I'm just adding something more to the already winning concepts.
Right.
So let me just do that at first. And this was the first video like I tried the concept.
Mm-hmm.
See 8.3 million views. I'm like, damn, let me try it again. 8.9. I just switched the hook, and from there 178, 31 million.
That's
So I was
crazy.
Like, it was insane.
And so when you posted that video, that 8 million view video, like, what did that convert at roughly?
It was like at 1K per mil.
1K per mil, like this concept. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. So like, I really got to give you like a round of applause for that concept because like I remember we broke it down in one of our group calls and everyone was like, holy shit, dude. Like that is so creative because like it adds that little bit of controversy, right? Like testing on animals that people like always talk about. Like even when you buy shampoo now, it even says like not tested on animals. But the fact that you were able to add that like single little ingredient of controversy made a whole lot of a difference because like even if we look before that 8 million view video you were kind of stuck at like 400 200 100K, right? But the moment you did something different and you pioneered, that's when everything changed for you, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that I want to talk about too because like I mentioned earlier in the video, you weren't first, second, third to this product. You were kind of late to it. And I remember telling you like, hey, listen, Omar, if we're going to run this up, like we're going to have to get creative with the concepts because we're going to have to stand out, and you were able to obviously successfully do that, not only on IG, but also on TikTok with that other concept that you introduced as well, that kind of got you through the door. But like, how important would you say it is to just test new concepts?
Bro, I always I get a lot of messages from people like, bro, I'm not going viral, I'm not going this. I'm like, bro, try new concepts, like try to be original in a way. Like, if you see like a winner concept, just add something to it, something better. Try it. You still do the what's working,
right?
But also post something new and see if it works. You never know if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
If it works, damn, you're gonna get the money.
Right.
So it's like,
right,
just try new concepts.
Yeah, and I know we started with the rat. And then we started doing the monkeys. So if you want to keep going up, is it still there? The monkeys?
Yeah. So I did a guinea pig.
Okay. Yeah, guinea pig.
First, and I was like, damn, I should do a fucking monkey. And I did it. Where's the other video?
I don't think it's showing because you had a monkey video with like
with hella views,
millions and millions of views.
No, I think
they might have deleted it.
Yeah.
They might have deleted it because I know they deleted some of your videos.
Yeah.
But bro, you were printing views with that concept because it started with the 8 million and then you had another 30 million and then you have another couple million in there as well. 1.8 million. 8 million. Bro, that's incredible. Like, bro, that's why I love Instagram, bro. Like this is one of the better platforms out there for just printing crazy amounts of views because you can't really do this on TikTok, right? You can do this really only on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. But how was your targeting with this product? Because I know other students that were running similar products were having a big issue with, you know, India and just people from all over the world, because, you know, when you're doing a health product, guys, like you're targeting the whole entire fucking world. Like everyone suffers with balding. It's not something that's like very niche to the US. So talk about like that, Omar.
My targeting was bad.
Yeah.
Also, it was bad. It was super bad. Um, but I was still getting sales. Most of my sales are like, I think 80% is outside the US.
Wow.
So guys, like make sure to turn on like outside, like you can still get sales from the outside. Also,
Right.
I think that's why it worked more for me, because I was getting more sales from a market that didn't see this product before.
Product, right.
Yeah, so
Right.
maybe it was that.
Yeah, your
But yeah.
conversion rate was pretty freaking low. But I remember we went
Yeah.
into your website and we went ahead and made some drastic changes, actually. So if you want to show your website too, we can even talk about like the bundles that we went ahead and created together. Because I know at first you were like, bro, like I'm getting all these sessions, but like they're not really converting. And even when they do convert, the AOV is relatively low. So I was like, all right, bro,
Yeah.
we got to start signing some shit up. So let's go ahead and take a look. And don't worry, guys, we're going to go ahead and show the dashboard in a minute. We're just giving you the sauce real quick.
So this is my
Right.
website.
Okay, so
So
I
I
know.
did like a-
Were you offering the hair serum before, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw my competitor had something like that. So I was like, okay, that's like a good option, good upsell.
Mm.
And I added it. I had like a lot of more free things. I had like a shampoo, I remember. A free
Yes.
shampoo.
Yep.
And also I had like all the upsells right here, like in between. But you told me like to take them off or add it to cart.
Yes, because it was looking
Which
like
were-
crazy, bro. There were
Yeah, it
so
was
many
like-
upsells.
Yeah, and I also like try to remove like free stuff. That way I can get more bigger margins.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also negotiating the price with the supplier.
Right.
And I got it to lower, but you can see when you add to cart. I don't think is it working. I don't think it's working on PC.
Okay. No, but yeah, I remember we added
Oh, yeah.
some upsells in the cart, and we also added some post purchase upsells as well. Once
Oh,
they
bro, that shit works.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah, that shit works.
So what were we offering post purchase once a person copped one of your caps?
I was the shampoo that I had before.
Yes.
I had it as a post offer, and also like a hat without the brim, and I put it as a sleeping red therapy.
Yes, we did the sleeping cap. Yes,
Yeah.
as the second post purchase, and people were taking it.
Bro, some guy got like 3 caps.
Wow, wow, that's insane.
I was like, damn.
That's
Yeah.
insane. So here, let's scroll down. Let's kind of see like what you were kind of doing. So all these images were obviously with AI, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, these look
This
fantastic.
right here.
Fantastic.
Some
Dr.
artists,
James
it's
Carter.
real guys, yeah. It's real.
Yeah, kind of
like,
like
the science behind it for people to know how it works. And just review
Reviews.
also with AI.
So all done with AI. Did you ever film a video, touch the product, anything?
No.
No. So how does that feel, bro? Being able to just be at your desk and, make a crap load of money without even having to record, be on your knees, etc.
Bro, it was crazy. I was like, my fiance got surgery. I was in Mexico. I bought a Mac. I was working. I made like 10K during that week. I was like, damn, like this shit is crazy. I wasn't fucking recording.
Right.
Waiting for people to pass by and that way they don't see me.
Right.
All
Right.
this stuff. So like, damn, it's crazy.
Damn, dude. Let's get it. All right, so if you want, we can go ahead and take a look at the dashboard now. Show the people what they really want to see.
Here you go, guys.
Let's see.
37K.
We can't see your screen.
Oh,
we're,
shit.
we're still
My
stuck on
bad.
the website.
Send something. There you go.
Bang. 37.3K. Let's do a quick refresh for the haters. Oh, no.
let me do it again. Let me do the refresh.
Alrighty, here we go. 37.3. Little refresh for the haters. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. So any highlights during this month that you want to go over?
I hit my biggest day, was the May 14th.
3K day.
2. But I was hitting like 2K days like for 2 weeks.
Right.
Almost the entire month, like 17 to 5.
Damn, bro.
To 5.
Dude, the sessions is insane. Like 10K sessions a day.
Yeah. 2,000.
But you said there were majority like India and these super low converting.
Turkey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like because you were able to print so many views, it kind of made up for it, you know?
Yeah.
But obviously, like, bro, imagine if, you know, you did fucking hit like 90% US, bro, you would have hit like probably an 100K day, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's nasty. That's absolutely nasty.
Yeah.
What was your AOV on this product? Because the cap originally was like what, $40 or so?
Nah, I had it for 70.
Oh, for 70? Okay.
Yeah.
So AOV was 91. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
And that's all the upsells, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
Upsells.
That's insane. Dude. That's money you would have never made if we didn't set that up. Holy shit.
I remember my conversion was like at 0.22.
Yep.
And after we switch it up, it went up. And I was usually getting like 0.22%, and after I did the thing that you told me to switch it up, it went up to 44 most of the days.
Right.
40.
Dude, that's like, incredible. Damn. That's incredible. And you're still running this, right? Till this day, you're still.
Yeah, I'm still running it.
Yeah.
You guys want to be competition? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're leaking this product because you really can't compete with Omar, bro. He has probably the biggest account. So it'd be foolish of you to try and run this product so late.
Even my competitor made a video. He was using me as an example.
Really?
I saw his video.
That's crazy.
I was like, damn. Oh, and also like my concept, like the red thing.
He copied it too.
Yeah, in the other Discord that it was, people were sending my concept. They're like, bro, this is a genius concept. I texted him, I was like, don't leak me, bro. Don't leak me, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like, my bad.
Yeah. So it feels good, bro, right? Like being able to be a pioneer, man. Like, you know, it's like a lot of people rely on other people to make money, right? 99% of the space is just copying, right? But the fact that you were able to, you know, kind of be like, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to just try it. Because I'm sure that when you made that concept, you didn't really think much of it. You were just like, I'm going to test it.
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to test it. Yeah.
But imagine if you never did, right? Imagine if you were just too scared, right, to take that risk, to make that video where you'd probably be at like 20K this month, right? Or last month and not 40, right?
Yeah.
Which is definitely a crazy game changer. So if you want, you can go ahead and stop sharing your screen. So Omar, I really wanted to ask you too, like, how were you feeling before, you know, joining FSC? Because I know you told us you were coming from a previous mentorship that didn't go so well. So talk about like your thought process and, you know, how you were feeling at that very moment.
So before joining, you know, I was nervous. I didn't want to put money on something that won't work like the previous one. Like it did work, but it didn't in a way. I just came like in a bad moment, so I was like, I was just praying. Like I was like, I hope this works. I hope he's genuine. I hope everything goes fine. And also, it was like I was more confident since you weren't like super big, so you had like I knew that you were gonna focus on students. And also when I saw the case studies, bro, and all the students were saying, bro, the way Kevin answers, the way he goes like into depth when he answers, and then they show like the recording, the voice recording. They were like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute long. I was like, damn, like he really goes into depth. Before on the other one, it was just like mid, bad, like when I show products or things like that.
Right, just one word answers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I really need someone like really teaches me. And also like the one-on-one calls, bro, that was like, that is fucking fire. now we get more calls with the coaches,
Right.
all that. Like you can ask whatever you want, anything, and you really go into depth, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, bro. And how helpful was like the PR sheets, right? Being able to just send a PR sheet twice a week and just get it, audited by me.
Yeah, bro, that's fire. I still struggle a little bit sending PR sheets.
Yeah.
Like I procrastinate a lot, but yeah, I still try and give those PR sheets, and I have. No, I'm not gonna give sauce.
You already
But
gave too much.
yeah, I give it to the students inside, but not not to the outsiders. But yeah, I have like I, I have one. Never mind. I keep leaking.
No, you have something. You have something out there.
Yeah, I have something.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and also like the products that you choose, they always work.
Right.
They always work. Only one that we tried, it didn't work. But
Yeah,
that's
that
about
was
it.
that was like yeah, we were trying
Yeah, let's
to
not talk about it.
yeah, we were trying to do too much with that one, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but everything else, perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just started testing the other product you approved. I made like $500 already. Like
Oh yeah.
it's working, bro.
Yeah, of course, bro. Of course. I wanted to ask you too, Omar. Like, what's your favorite part about FSE? Like, is it the community, the sauce? I mean, obviously the sauce is definitely up there, but what would you say is like the best part about being in FSE?
Fuck everything, bro. like like I feel like the help that you give personally for me, like the one-on-one calls, the messages, like I really like that, and and it's like I don't know how to say it. Like I know a lot. There's a lot of other mentorship that don't give that, like
Right.
the messages, and they don't even do the one-on-one calls no more. It's just like the
It's like group
WhatsApp
calls. Yeah,
and
it's just
yeah,
like mass market group calls, and you really don't get like that personal attention.
yeah, and also like we have group calls with the coaches. They give hello sauce as well.
Right.
Like and they even leak products there. But
Bro, yeah, we make products all the time, bro.
but yeah, it's just like an insane Discord, and the people are always like willing to help and all that.
Right, right. And now that you're, doing AI, right? Like, I'm sure your day looks a lot different than, back in the day, right? I'm sure it's a lot more like organized. You have like a workflow. You know exactly what you need to be doing every single day, right? So talk about like how organic is for you now compared to, those last 2 years where you were just trenching, testing a million products at once. I think you were even testing the robe at one point, the heated robe. I remember when
Yeah,
you first joined the program, I was like, I know this guy. Like, I know this dude. And you're like, yeah, like that was me.
Yeah, I made some money with the rope. I made that's when I made like 20K in December, around there. Um, but it was like a mess with they went out of stock. I didn't know how to get like private supplier, all that. So I got a lot of chargebacks. My dumbass erased the store thinking I wasn't gonna get the chargebacks.
No.
I still got the chargebacks, and I couldn't put like tracking numbers. Couldn't put anything like to add evidence. I
Right.
just took the chargebacks.
Damn. So you actually like lost a lot of money in that.
Yeah, on the ropes. Yeah.
God damn.
So
That's crazy. But I mean, now you're not really recording, right? You're just like
Oh yeah.
prompting, just
So yeah, before I woke up, got my products, record outside, record inside.
yeah, like you have like the perfect like drop shipping background. Like I see it
Oh,
behind
you-
you. You know,
I don't, I'm
it's
about
probably
to sell
collecting dust
everything,
now.
bro.
It's collecting dust.
Yeah, and I have like a shelf right here.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, all the
Candles,
props.
boxes.
Yep.
I have everything there. I also like my fiance works, so after she got out of work, I'm recording with her. She helps me in all this stuff, like with couple products. She used to help me. I
Right.
used to do like the round two target concepts, but I recorded. I don't do like stitch clips. I don't
Mm.
like them. I don't know. I don't like them. And I have like target like right here. Like I can go walk in. So I used to record. I got banned from Best Buy for recording because I was doing like like my first winner was a case with the picture on the back.
Yes.
The EFC, I don't know what's it called, NFC
Yeah.
phone. And I was recording there, and they're like, "Oh, they're missing cases, some shit like that." Because I used to take like my box, and I used to take it off and
Right.
do the video, and they're like, "Oh, they don't like you right here," and all this. They were telling me stuff. Like, bro, you can just ask me like if I'm good. Like, I'm recording just for my product.
Right.
No, but we're missing cases and all this or that. I'm like, bro, whatever. I just left and went to Target and did the concepts there.
Right. So yeah, it was like the
I
daily
was
struggle,
just,
bro. Yeah.
yes, bro. Hella time recording, editing,
Mhm.
and for shit to not work, it's like
Yeah, it's annoying.
like
And you have to
annoying.
wait for the product to get to you. Like now you're just able to
Yeah.
hop on a prod. Like I'm assuming when I approved the red light therapy cap, you just got on it the same day.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight to work.
And I have more products that I got approved yesterday. So
Right, now you got more.
Today, right?
That's
Today.
what I'm saying. So right now, like, how many products are you managing? Because you're doing this
I'm
full
just-
time now. You're not working an N5 anymore.
Yeah,
So.
nah. I'm doing 2 right now.
Okay.
But you approved some products, so I'm gonna start running them today.
Fire. Cool, bro. So tell us about your goals, man. Tell us about your goals. You know, maybe going into Q4 by the end of the year, right? What are some of like your future, aspirations with just ecom, bro? Because like now, I feel like this is all like the evidence you need that this is truly possible, right? And it's only up from here. So yeah, dude.
So one of my goals is hitting 100K before my birthday. It's almost here, July 8th. I'm at 70K. I need to make 30K this month.
Yeah.
Like I have to. Like I'm really like pushing the needle to make that possible. I also like I want to have like good amount of money in December. That way I can switch to ads.
Yeah.
Switch
The
to
long
ads.
term play.
Yeah, but I want to have the capital, and I don't want to just leave organic on the side. I want to have the money and still do organic, still making money. That way, it can feel like the ads is free, you know?
Right.
Like the ads is free, so I want to do that and then make my brand. And I know I have a guy that has a brand, so
Yeah, bro.
I know I can get help from you, bro.
100%. That's what we're doing with Jaden. Jaden hit that 140K month with us, and now he's going all in on his brand, and he's starting something real. And I know that was like your main intention too when you first joined. Like, I want to start like a real brand. So obviously, once we build more capital and we gain more experience and we just get better, then there's gonna be a time and a place where we start something real.
Yeah. The thing is, like, when you get money, you want to waste it. But
I know that's the hardest part, right? That's the hardest part. It's being financially
super
responsible, dude. And I would say the biggest tip to all of you watching is, save your money, right? Save your money and invest it in something that's going to make you more money in the future,
Yeah.
Because with even paid ads, bro, it's like you're just adding more gas into the fire. And so you could be putting $1 in and getting 3 back. That's an amazing investment. That's better than investing in the XRP 500 and having to wait 10 years to get your money back, So I would say, just save your money, especially if you're young. You're the same age as me, bro. You're 24 years old. And the best thing we could be doing is just setting ourselves up for the future, right?
Yeah. I want to be a millionaire before 30.
Hell yeah, bro.
I promise that to my mom, to my fiance. I promise that I'm going to make it.
Right. How does your family feel about this, your fiance, all this money that you're making?
She's like, let me run a product. She's like,
put me on.
Let me test the product. So she was out for a month due to her surgery. She just got back yesterday.
Right.
And she was like, she gets back from work yesterday. He's like, let me do the AI videos. Let me do some AI videos. I gotta quit. I like do this product, and she's like learning. I just give her like a really easy product to do. I'm like, just learn it. She got some Higgs field, all that, and I'm like, just try it. And I'm like, you can quit right now. I'm like, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, we can both do it. Yeah, I was like, damn, you can do my PR research.
Yeah, she could be a creator, assistant, whatever,
Do my research, and I'm good. I don't want to do PR sheets.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so yeah, that's my goal. And I want to hit like a half, like 500K in December, November.
Dude,
I think it's possible now.
I think it is, bro.
With AI, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, bro.
Dude, Q4, it's like double XP, dude. Like, everything just amplifies. And technically, this is still kind of slow season, so I'm just kind of waiting for Q4, bro. It's gonna get crazy,
Yes. Yes, it's crazy, bro. Some people hitting 300, 100K months
Right.
in slow months is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. So, Omar, if you were talking to somebody that was on the fence about, joining FSE, what would you tell them?
I don't want more competition, so don't join.
Yeah.
Bro, the sauce you get from this Discord is crazy. And like, I have people on my DMs on Instagram like asking, how do you make your AI videos? Like on my
Yeah, on your
on
red
my
light.
product, they're like, how do you do your AI videos? How pay them? I'm like, join Kevin mentorships. Like,
right.
That's all you need, bro. Like, just join Kevin, and he will give you good sauce and everything. And also, like, I have friends on my personal Instagram now texting me like, how can I do it? I just send your Instagram.
Facts, bro. We'll get you right. We'll get you right.
Yeah.
Well, Omar, man, thank you so much for coming on and kind of talking about your journey, how you made all this money, even leaking your product, bro, even though you really didn't have to because you're still running it. Omar in the comments, man. Drop some W's for this guy. But any last words that you want to tell the people? There's probably going to be a couple thousand people watching this. So any last words, shout outs or something?
Shout outs. Who should I shout? Shout out my mom, my sisters.
W.
I know they're gonna see. I'm gonna send this video to them.
Hell yeah.
I was like, Mom, I'm gonna make a YouTube video because I made a lot of money. They're like, what? I'm like, I'm gonna send you the video. She's like, all right. So I'm gonna send it to her.
W.
But yeah.
WK study, man. WK study. Well, guys, if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys do want to join FSE, you guys can go ahead and apply in the description below. And with that being said, Omar, one more time, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, bro.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.